Hello, everyone. Welcome to Candela. I am Dylan. I will be GMing this session this campaign or round of episodes, if you will. Just go ahead and introduce the.
We can dive right on into the game. Right. It's not like we have anything to plug at the moment, but if you want us to plug yourself,
would you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves and.
You want to do that now, or you want to do that at the end?
Let's do it now.
Okay, let's do it now.
I can go first. Hey, I'm Randall Marley, brothers of the Marley family gang. No, that's actually my character name, Dylan. That's my character name. And then you go.
My name is Noah. My character is going to be Bob Marley. In the game, we are brothers. Thief
the
brothers.
Brothers
Marley. Yes, exactly.
Part of the Marley gang.
The Marley brothers.
The Marley brothers.
I think starting to connect.
Too bad it's not Bob Marley,
yeah.
Tom Marley.
We are thieves, and we're gonna see what happens.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely see what happens.
And next in the Marley clan. No, I'm kidding.
Everyone is a gang member here.
We're all family.
I mean, that could be a fun circle sometime.
Our circle's name is Fast and Furious.
But I am Boswell McCall, aka the Boz, and I real name am Justin.
I'm Daniel, and I'm playing Steve Rogers, and I'm looking for a shield.
Is your best friend's name is Bucky, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and jump into our new circle. This is the Circle of the Forgotten. So to introduce our first session, we are in the Fairlands. And this is the early 19-esque hundreds of the Fairlands. And at this point in time, the Fairlands are doing very well. They're some may even say thriving. The ports are active with travel goods, new metals, inventions, and other goods, such as oil, has become big in the Fairlands. And also other new goods flow through the city, as well as the city itself is on an economic growth, with the potential of actually expanding the city, where they have actually been looking at new places out from the city to build more and add more to the city. And, with that comes some repercussions, sometimes, depending on where you're from. And the efforts have also been made, even though with the expansion of the city, there has been positive and negative emotions about this. However, the mayor, Mr. Hiram L. Reed, has made an effort to see this economic wealth increase in the Fairlands. And during this time, it's to set our scene it is night. A man in his 30s comes home, or is on his way home from work. He's had a long day, coming home with his briefcase and a very exhausted look on his face. Worn out by his workday, carrying everything that he has, his papers, is kind of somewhat fumbling from being tired. He comes home and he's greeted by his wife and his kids. And he walks in and he hangs his coat, and the kids come running up. Dad! Dad's home! Guys, come on, Dad's home! And the kids run up cheerfully, and being a dad with two kids, the dad kind of stumbles, being tired, and goes, "Okay, all right, let's settle down." He walks into the kitchen and he says, seeing his wife, he says, "Hi, honey, how you doing?" And she says, "I'm glad you're home. Dinner's on the counter. You look like you've had a long day." And he says, "Yeah, we were slammed today." They eat dinner and then go to bed, but during the night, everything seems normal until a phone call comes in. The husband comes downstairs and he picks up the phone, and his coworker calls. He says, "Hey, buddy, I'm sorry to ask you this, but we need you here early in the morning. So we need you here as early as possible. If you could get to the office at about 5, we would really appreciate that. I know it's not what you want to hear on a Friday night, but we need you." And after hearing this, the man sighs, and with a more defeated look from the previous day, walks outside to get a breath of fresh air. And as he's waiting outside, this almost ghastly wind comes by. And you kind of feel like he kind of sees... He doesn't really notice it, but everything kind of seems normal in the evening. But then he hears this voice creeps into his mind. Ah, a perfect specimen. One who his intellect shows. He will be useful for our cause. After this is said, 2 figures come and they seize this man. The man doesn't see this happen. But he's just, almost as this voice comes, he's just knocked out, driven to the ground. And these 2 figures take this man away. As a scuffle happens in the night, and the wife wakes up seeing this and seeing her husband being drug off, walks outside to find her husband is now nowhere to be found. As weeks go by, the kidnappings are happening more frequently. The mayor gives an address. Mr. Hiram L. I have to go back up and remember his name. Hiram L. Reed gives a statement. And he says, "We are looking into this case, and our best officers are on this case. And we're hoping to have an answer soon as to what has happened. But so far we have no leads. And we think we might be dealing with something that we have never seen before. But we will keep our eyes on it." And so, after that, I want you all to roll a d6 for me. And for clarification, these 2, being brothers, will roll 1 d6, because they will be in the same spot.
It's a fur.
4?
1.
I got 5.
Okay,
Sorry.
so
I don't know what to
Why do I even trust?
so how this is going to work
What that means?
is you guys are going to be first to be introduced.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's
And
not
then-
bad.
Mr. Boswell will be next, and then Mr. Steve Rogers will be last, since you rolled the highest.
Steve Rogers, hero of the Citadel.
So, it is the middle of the day, and you 2 are robbing a bank?
Well, we put the cash inside the stagecoach, and right now we're running away with it. Right?
Oh, you're driving away.
Yeah, we're riding in a
riding
carriage.
away.
Okay.
We got a couple bags of money.
Yeah, there is horse and or mechanized buggy on these roads.
There is, in this point in time, there is fully mechanized cars.
How about
Oh,
we get
so
a car?
wait.
So,
Well,
We,
but
we put the money in
a.
we put the money in a
Is there still
car.
horses?
Yeah, we
too,
went in
or
the car. Wait, can
horses have kind of been out. Horses are more or less just for show at this point.
we,
Okay.
can we,
Almost kind of like how we have it today.
Okay.
Yeah.
can we blimp? It'd be cool if we then went back to
That's
our...
asking a
We're
lot.
just going to say you're in a car.
Okay, we're in a car.
Okay.
If she getting the horses, how would they caught?
For my own,
Yeah, we're in a car.
All right.
for my own understanding, how far removed from this is from the last circle? Like how many years? Just a couple
I'd say it's a little bit more up there.
up there.
Yeah.
So like we're getting close to like 1918-ish.
Yes.
Like maybe like almost 10 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Like, think of it like right almost before like what we would have as the Great Depression.
Okay, so almost 20s.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So
cool.
like,
20s.
I'd
We're-
say
we're
like
looking at, like-
1917.
So basically, we're
1918.
playing League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Sure. So you guys are in. So you guys are in a car.
Yeah.
Okay. How would you guys handle the money getting into the car, and what would be the crime? What would the crime scene look like coming out of this alleged bank that you guys have just robbed?
Well, the way I picture it is I'm running out of the bank with 2 bags of money. He's just carrying a gun.
With the bag of money.
No. If you have both hands full, then they're not going to believe you.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I'm carrying both the bags. He
Okay.
has the gun.
Okay.
And we get in. He gets in the driver's seat, and I get in the... Well, no, I get in the driver's seat, and then he gets in the side passenger. And I toss the bags of money in the back seat and get her going.
Okay.
And he has the gun ready to shoot anybody that...
I'm gonna need you to roll. I want you to give me a.
You roll
Let's
this time.
say I want you to give me a control roll to get the car started.
Okay.
Wait, control?
Yeah.
Yeah, I also have 2. So
Okay, if you use one, it might actually help. Wait, what's the stress on the situation?
You will
Very
erase
low.
it
Very low
temporarily
stress?
Very low stress.
because you will have used it. Because you're wanting him to actually use the control roll, right?
We don't need to. It's a low stress situation.
No.
Okay, low stress.
Yeah,
Never mind.
just
Okay.
roll it. Just roll a d6.
Ignore me then.
3.
Okay, so you're having trouble getting this car started. For some reason, it's
The
not
points in the
wanting to go.
carburetor.
And while you're sitting there, how would you feel not being able to get the car started?
Come on.
Start hitting the dash, bro.
What would you be doing there in this?
I mean, like,
Look out. Look out.
looking, bro. We're like, you got my gun. Like, where's he at? Where's he
You
at?
see, you start to see some of the cops like around the corner, and they're like, "That's them! That's the Marley brothers!
Get him!
Guys, come on! We need to hurry up! We need to get."
I'm gonna fire a shot so they get like have to take cover so they can't just.
Oh, they got a gun! They got a gun! They're firing at us!
Get down!
They're like, you see another guy from around the corner. He's like, get out of the vehicle with your hands up.
I'm gonna fire a shot.
Well, as you fire a shot, you look in the back. You both are in the front. Like, you're in the passenger and you're in the driver.
Yeah.
In the back seat of a car, you see a man in a suit come up and grab the hand, and he goes, I know you have a lot of time for tomfoolery with this bank robbing, but we're going to need you to come in. Don't ask questions.
Real quick.
Does the car play
Real.
The guy says that, yeah.
Interesting.
Which one would it be?
I guess
Like,
I didn't
if you
really
could,
look
like,
when I threw
teleport us
the
or
bags.
something, what?
Imagine I threw the bags of money onto the guy.
You're just going to come with me if you want. Return the money while you're at it, please.
Alright. So I'm thinking about this.
If you return the money, we'll expend your arrest charge. You and your brother both. We need both of you.
You gonna make the deal?
But we just got here.
Sorry, that's starting. I'm thinking we just do this next week, bro. Let's just do this next week, bro.
Fine.
Okay. We're both gonna. I put my gun away.
At this point, I would assume this is in the middle of the city, and you not now only have the police looking at you. You have everyone on their
Cell phone.
Alright.
Not yet.
what time of day is it?
So what? Do we just get out of the car and be like, here you
It's just
go?
1 PM, and everyone is just looking at you. Not even just the cops, but everyone on the sidewalks. They're like almost picture like how we would everyone would have their phones out. They're just like, guys, and they're like tapping on the doors of every establishment. There's a robbery going on right down the street.
I guess what we have to do now is I reach in the back and grab the bags of money. I guess we leave it on the floor.
What's
and
our
then drive
car?
off, or
The man looks at you and he goes, "Go give it to the cops."
Yeah, go. You go out of the car and be like, here you go.
And he takes he slowly. You still have the gun in your hand, right?
No, I said I put it in my pocket.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
he still has you by the arm.
Alright.
He'll be like,
Dude, go get the money and give it to the cops. Let's get out of here. This guy's gonna let us go home. I want chili, man. Okay.
"Oh, you're not going home.
Can
Not yet."
we stop for chili? I'm hungry. We just had to work all day, robbing that bank.
You worked by robbing a bank.
Do you know how hard it is to plan something like that? Dude, tell him, Bob. Bob, it took forever.
it took us a
He
week,
lets go of your
dude.
hand now, knowing that you're gonna return the money.
Alright, yeah.
They're like, well, dude, I'm not stupid. I'm not gonna get out of the car while they're pointing guns at us.
Do you trust me?
yeah, just,
No, I never
Yeah.
met you
Well,
in my
guess what?
life.
You should start
we
trusting
don't have a
strangers.
choice. We don't have a choice. Just, don't worry.
What do you mean we don't have a choice?
Just
He doesn't
literally,
even have a gun.
literally take the bags of money, put your hands outside the door, and walk towards them. Be like, here you go. Okay? There we go back to the car.
The officers are like,
Fine.
they're like, "Jimmy, hey, we've never seen this before. They just gave up the bag of money and left. What a bunch of rookies. We just arrested someone last week who just drove off with $50K.
Hey, here's the thing. We didn't get arrested. Fooled them.
This is all for show. Now everybody knows how the power of Marley Brothers goes.
Hey, plus we got 2 elimination cues. Do something illegal and make a deal.
We made a deal, and we did something illegal. And we stood up to authority.
Yeah, we did. We did it.
This is the new Chaos Crew.
Well, with that, I take the bags of money, I get out of the car, I'm like, here, coppers.
Here you go.
And then you get back in the car?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then doesn't flare to life.
Do what?
Then doesn't turn on. Doesn't flare to life.
The man gets out of the car and then he rearranges whatever he did with the car. And then, and then he closes the hood and then he goes, start up the car. Now where we're gonna go is we're gonna go to the airport. This is an abandoned airport down by the Seaway. Do you understand?
Okay, Dad. I guess we found him.
Hey, yeah.
Don't call me Dad, son.
Dad? You Marley? Oh!
What?
Son? Dad?
Father.
Don't call me Dad.
Hey, before we leave that crime scene, I'm gonna get out of the car. There's a little kid with ice cream cone. I'm hungry. I'm gonna steal it. And then
give the ice cream cone back to the kid.
Throws it on the ground.
Man,
we will not have members
like
of our organization stealing things.
Hey, okay.
No, excuse me.
Okay.
Still takes a bite out of it and gives it back.
I'm gonna get giant. There you go, good. Go.
Okay. Alright,
Like,
so
throw it up.
So then, alright, you guys are on your way then.
Alright.
You guys are on your way to the abandoned airport outside Seaway. Or in Seaway, near the lighthouse out there. Now we go over to Mr. Boswell.
Yes.
Where would you be at about, say, 1:30 in the afternoon?
I probably just got done checking all of my equipment for tonight's show. At whatever club I would be at. I'd probably be. What day is it? You said 1:30 on a what?
This is a Saturday.
Saturday. So I'm probably
I'm sorry. This is we'll say this is a Tuesday. This is a Tuesday.
Just another Tuesday.
Tuesday, I'm playing a gig over by the Steel. Okay. For the hardworking boys, something to help them take the edge off, middle of the week or whatever. So or almost middle of the week, and so I'm coming off of the stage from doing a sound check or whatever, and I got my guitar and whatnot as I come off the stage, and probably going over to get a glass of water or something right after,
Okay.
doing my thing.
I want just roll me a straight D6 to see how the setup goes. See if everything is going according to plan.
It is an absolute mess.
So you're having some there are some audio issues going on you said it's the Steel. Is that the
that's where all the factories and stuff are, but obviously there's going to be some sort of rough and tumble joint, down there, some sort of honky tonk. So yeah.
Okay, so we'll say that. Let me pull up the map here. We'll say that you're near kind of the southern part of the city in New Fair, and you're having some audio issues going on inside your setup. Do you have a crew that usually comes with you, or do you have an assistant, a tech assistant or anything like that?
So I've got my typical quote unquote boys that play, instruments and stuff for me, but an actual tech or whatever, no. So but my drummer, we'll say my drummer, he's the one that normally takes care of it. Old Luther, we'll call him.
Oh, Luther.
Yeah, we'll call him Luther, and he's the one that normally takes care of all that for me. So as I'm walking off the stage, I start saying to him as I'm heading to the glass of water, Luther, get this thing figured out. We told him by the time we came back to this joint that we wanted to actually have decent sound quality whenever we were here. They got enough cable laying around. They should be able to make something work.
Oh, yes, Mr. McCall. We'll try to get it figured out here as soon as we can. I don't know what's going on. I can't figure it out for the life of me.
It doesn't make any sense, but I mean, we're right here by all these factories and stuff. There's cable for days. We ought to be able to rig something together.
We're trying our best. It's a Tuesday morning or Tuesday afternoon, for crying out loud.
It ain't your fault. It's this place, but just try to make something work. For crying out loud. And where's my manager?
What's your manager's name?
I don't know. You can come up with a manager.
Jerry.
Jerry.
Mr. McCall. What do you need?
Why'd you book this place again?
Well, we just had really high expectations for you to perform for the boys here, and we just figured you do a good job, and
Is it my fault that the audio here is terrible?
No, Mr. McCall, you can't do anything wrong. I don't know. Luther, what's going on? I don't know what's going on here. You don't look at me. I truly don't. I apologize for the audio that's going on here. I don't know.
Find me something that'll work. I don't know if you have to call other theaters. Call that one place that oh man, I can't even remember the name of it, but it's down there in like the ritzy area that we played, that fancy theater. The old owner died, whatever that place was. Call them up and see if they can't send some cable over to this side of the city.
Oh, okay. And he starts he's sweating like really bad, I mean profusely sweating on his face, just everywhere. Just he looks like he's the most nervous man you've ever met in your life. He's like, I'll see what I can do, and he jolts off.
I walk over to my stand of my couple of guitars that I have, and I set the one down and I start picking up the other one and start messing with it, make sure it's in tune. And I'm like, land sakes, you think these people would be able to get this figured out by now? It's not like show business is a new thing.
You see, after you say that, you see a man walk in the establishment. I would say that you've probably either have seen or know of said man. He has black hair and green eyes, and he has a very straightforward looking face. And he goes, "Shame you got all this audio equipment malfunctioning on you, Mr. McCall. I was really looking to hearing your performance today."
Can I make a read roll?
Yeah. Are you wanting to burn it?
Not necessarily.
Okay, so then just make a straight.
Would I know he's from Candela?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, since you've been in 4 circles, you know this man.
So I kind of about time you all showed up. It's been kind of quiet around here.
It has, but we have some. I'm sure you've heard of the recent kidnappings that's been going on.
Oh yeah, I keep my ear to the ground.
Just your ear?
Oh no, more than my ear.
Well, we would appreciate you coming in. We just rounded up some of the local
talent
bandits around the area, and they're going to help us too.
Bandits.
Ooh,
yeah.
Candela's out here striking.
the Marley brothers.
Candela's out here striking deals with thieves now.
Oh, yeah, they are. They made a deal to let us go.
We're going to make sure that they are on their best behavior.
Oh, we will. There's no problem with that at all.
Well, we appreciate your compliance.
Well, I'll be there. Where am I headed?
You're headed to the abandoned airport outside of Seaway. I'm sure you've been there before.
Oh, yeah. I
Near
know
the
place.
lighthouse?
Yeah.
Okay.
As he walks away and leaves, Boswell takes a container out of his pocket, pops the cork on it, pours something in his hand, and rubs it on his hand, and then just pockets it back, and then begins to walk out of the theater.
Okay.
Really like hand sanitizer.
And then, do you have a car that you go to?
Yeah. As I'm headed out the door, though, I'm like, "Oh, Jerry, we're gonna have to cancel tonight's entertainment. Just this cable thing. We're not gonna be able to get this figured out in time."
I can't. I can't do this. This is gonna ruin my reputation. That you have to play. You got to do it.
Jerry, tell him the boss.
I'm in the hole, Mr. McCall.
Whose fault is that? Tell him the boss will be back. I'll make it up to him.
Okay, I'll see what I can do. And then I guess you walk outside your car, and there are people who are out there, and they go, "It's the boss! It's the boss, everybody!"
So, I'm like, hey, how y'all doing? I'd love to stay and chat, but I can't. I got an important meeting I got to go to, so I'll be back, though.
Okay.
I'll be back.
And then I would assume then you're on.
Yeah, I get in, and my car fires up on the first try.
Hey, he tampered with ours.
He tampered with your equipment.
So then we go to Mr. Steve Rogers. Captain Steve Rogers or just Steve Rogers?
The private.
Private Steve
Rogers.
I can be the captain.
Captain Steve Rogers. You want to go by Captain or just...
Here, I'm going to...
How many times have you changed your name? About 10 times now. I'm running out of paper.
You could just put Rogers, and then you could actually be in the military as a captain. Rogers, Captain.
Steve Cat Rogers.
Steve Cat Rogers.
What's your middle name? C.
I'm
I'm Steve C. Rogers.
Captain.
Okay, so where approximately would Captain Rogers be in about 2 o'clock in the Tuesday afternoon? Jazz club dancing with
yes.
what's the lady's name in Captain America?
Peggy.
Peggy.
My wife.
That's my wife.
Peggy Carter.
Oh yeah, Peggy Carter. Dancing with Miss Peggy Carter.
Oh boy.
Wait, would it be
This video is gonna get flagged
Rogers?
on YouTube for
Would it be
copyright.
Rogers?
We have the Muppets coming in here. We have
We're Marley and Marley.
You guys just remind me of the old men from the Muppets. Yeah. So
You guys are
Steve,
gonna have to like heckle.
Steve Rogers is in the jazz club.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's back on leave right now, so he's in the dance club waiting for Peggy.
When was the last time Steve worked out?
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
just this morning.
No, 2 minutes ago.
I want you to give me a D6 roll to see how sore Steve is.
What do I need to roll?
The higher the better.
The higher the better.
Ooh.
So
6.
Steve is looking great. He's not sore at all from any of his workouts from yesterday.
About time someone rolled good.
Punching
Yeah,
Elwin in the
else
face. So
Going bad.
as Steve is patiently waiting for Peggy, what kind of songs do you think about and hope that come on in the jazz club?
The one.
Yeah.
Oh my stars.
Stars and Stripes. There we go. That's my favorite.
I bet it would.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm great. You just that got me. So, the infamous song comes on as the band is up on stage, and they go, "Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to have our next hit, and y'all know it well. It's called Stars and Stripes." And as Stars and Stripes come on, how do you feel? Do you feel any kind of nostalgia of listening to?
Yeah.
So
I'm feeling good.
you get lost in the music?
Yeah.
So as you're getting lost in the music, you see a man come in with with black hair and green eyes, and he comes in and he says, "Mr. Rogers, I hate to bug you because I know you're waiting for somebody, but we request your services."
Okay. Can you give me any information on what you need help with?
We need your talent and your muscle. I'm sure you've heard about the kidnappings that's been happening around town.
I have, and I don't like it.
Do you want to put an end to it?
Yes, indeed.
Well, we need your help.
All right, I'm down.
All right. We need you to get in the car.
I'm in. I'm
right.
already in the car.
Left her wife, bro.
Wait, let me go tell the bartender.
No, bro, you should have
Tell the bartender not your wife.
bro. Like you should.
There's no bar in the jazz club.
Yeah.
Oh, is she there? Is Peggy there?
Roll a d6 to see how many minutes away she is.
Hey, we're gonna wait a second. Like it's gonna be a couple minutes. 2. Okay.
2.
2 minutes away. So you're wanting to wait those 2
Yeah,
minutes?
I'll wait 2 minutes. I want to tell my wife what I gotta go on a mission.
Okay, so then the man goes.
Start running towards her.
He goes, I've got reports that your wife's in about 2 minutes. You willing to wait for that?
Yeah.
So 2 minutes goes by, and then eventually, Peggy Carter walks in the door
Wait, is that Roger?
with that thick British accent.
Hello.
She comes in and she says,
I walk up to her and say, "Hey, I have to go help these people on a special mission."
"You
I'll be
leaving
back."
again?"
Yes. I'll be back.
Mr. Rogers, you never stay around, do you?
Well, we've been married for so long, you know.
Yeah, you would think she could,
Alright, well, you go play with your boys again.
Turns out this is canon.
Turned
like,
out
this
my
is
British
back, but
accent.
when he returns back in time.
Yes.
To the
Yes.
Peggy,
Correct.
This is what happens.
Yes.
He switched dimensions.
I apologize to all the people who are British. I don't know how to do a British accent. It's only Australian for me.
Something, basically.
Well, I mean, Australia is the world's Florida, so...
So then you are on your way then. So then you all meet up at the abandoned airport. You guys, do you get a question?
Yeah, okay. 2 things, real quick. Is it even worth
No,
trying to
I
scout the
think-
place?
No.
Okay, while he goes in, can I break in?
What is there to break? It's abandoned.
Okay, but we don't know what's there. So while he drives in...
Nothing.
Did you watch?
Yeah, can I...
Did you
still,
watch
can I
any
just
of the
break in
last
through the
one
side window?
that we did?
Do it.
No.
Can I break in through the
that's
side
not-
window
you need
while
to
you
go
drive
back
in?
and watch
No.
the last
You don't-
circle.
He's
so you can,
the man is watching
Yeah.
everything you do.
it's quite comical.
Okay.
Wait, so are there
even,
3 different
even
men?
seeing this on your face, he looks at you and he goes, "Whatever you think you're going to do, please don't."
You know what?
Just for you,
I'm
Daddy.
thinking here, what if we drive in like normal this time? They won't even expect it.
What if we just drive our car to the house? It could work. No, I'm joking.
I'm right here.
Hey, this is a family matter.
I'm in the back seat. I can hear everything you're
Yo,
saying.
we should get rid of this guy.
You won't get rid of me.
Hey, I have a sticky fingers, so after I punch you, I can steal your wallet.
There's a reason I have a nickname known as the Pursuit.
The
Okay?
pursuit.
The
Oh,
Pursuit.
Mr. the Pursuit. I see.
It's just Pursuit.
Oh, okay.
You're not daddy.
Hey, I'm thinking here. Oh, Dad? Dad? Is that the new answer? Who's our real dad?
Turns out he was our dad all along. He was right under our noses.
Daddy Pursuit.
So then during this time, he drops you off at the airport.
Wait, he's driving now?
No, we're just gonna. Hey, I'm
Alright.
thinking, we're just gonna drive in like normal.
Like normal.
So normal.
Oh, normal, guys.
So then you guys are at the airport, and shortly after, you, Mr. McCall arrives in his car.
The balls.
What do you say to these gentlemen? Would you recognize these two?
Probably
We're
not.
notorious.
Hey,
Well, you two would
Notorious.
recognize him. I'm sure.
Just some
I'm not a
singer.
pop
Yeah,
music
just
fan.
some singer, dude.
Well, roll.
Is this
one of you-
Eminem or something?
Wait,
Far
Hey.
from it.
One of you roll a d6 to see if you recognize Mr. McCall.
how about
The
hey,
boss.
What if we both? Because we're 2 people.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
do both.
real quick? What if we're playing Go Fish and we ask him to join in because we don't even know who he is?
There's no table. You're out in the middle of a
No, we're playing-
random
Go,
Yeah.
go fish. We'll sit right here.
Yeah, we're.
Wow.
They don't
You have no idea who Mr. Boz is.
But who are you?
A 1 in 6
Two
chance.
ones.
And you
We both got
rolled a
one.
It's like whenever me and Thomas were rolling last time, and we kept rolling the same number like
Yeah.
5 times in a row.
That
weird
works.
error.
Brothers indeed.
Brothers
Brothers
indeed.
indeed.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That
you,
happened during the
like-
Comic-Con too. So like same
Oh,
room and
yeah.
everyone.
We walk up and I'm like,
Hey, what's
So-
your name?
so we walk up and I'm like, hey, do you know who this bozo is?
Yeah, who's this bozo? He had the guitar? What is he? Is he gonna ask us for an autograph?
Wait, did you bring a guitar with you or?
It would be in the car. I wouldn't necessarily be carrying it at this moment.
Look at
Okay.
those shiny wheels, steal those
Who's
rims
this
and sell them
guy? Is
on
he
the
bald?
black
I can't tell.
I am not bald.
the
I-
guy,
I'd be wearing a cowboy hat.
the guy who
Oh.
came with you, who's known as Pursuit, he goes, "Are you kidding me? That's Mr. Boswell McCall, the Boz.
Wait, from Russia?
No, he's one of the best artists of our
Is he
generation.
one of those Backstreet Gang folk? If
Wait.
so, we'll get along real well.
He's
Wait,
really good
No,
with
he's
polka.
just a good old country boy.
Wait, so he cooks?
That's funny.
Is he a cook? Is he a chef?
No, he's. Do you see the guitar?
Well,
No,
'cause
it's in the car.
It's a, show him the guitar.
All right, so like I go over to the guitar or go over to the car, and I
Over
pull,
the
Guitar car.
Pull out a guitar.
yeah, I go over to the car and I pull out the guitar.
You got a fiddle. Can you sing for us?
I mean, sure,
What the
but
fuck?
that's kind of not why I'm here at the moment.
You do.
Okay. So,
I know y'all are green at this, but this is like serious stuff, and you might want to actually pay attention because what you will see will scare the daylights out of both of you.
Just because we're joking
He is not
around
wrong.
does not mean we're not serious. I am seriously joking around right now.
We
How
know.
much is this guitar? We could sell this guitar now.
so then, shortly after, now it's about, we'll say 2:30. It's not far from everyone to get to the
Doctor's favorite time.
airport. Do what?
Doctor's favorite time.
Doctor's for 2:30. And then Mr. Steve Rogers pulls up with a man who looks like the guy who's standing next to you three. Like exactly like
Okay,
the
are
man
you
who's
guys
standing-
triplets or am I tweaking?
So I feel like we should know him. Be like War Hero Steve Rogers. Like
There's
Dude, it's Steve Rogers!
Dude, it's War Hero Steve Rogers. Dude, can't get your autograph, dude. You're solid, dude. You saved us.
You
from
two, you two should be thankful that you are that you are working not only with one of the greatest artists of our time,
forget
but
him.
one of the
Steve
greatest
Rogers.
heroes of our time.
Bro, we were after robbing.
Heard what you
like,
did with World War One, dude. That was
Why
awesome.
can't you be more
But-
like him?
dude,
So in this realm, it wouldn't be World War One. It would be
the Great War.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Great
the
War.
Great, dude. I saw what you did with the Great War. That was awesome.
And then you guys.
you,
sorry,
all
go
them, you killed all them Nazis.
You killed all them.
Again,
You
no.
killed all them bad guys.
You're gonna have so many comments.
You killed all them bad guys. I remember when we were robbing, not robbing. We were driving, and you lifted that car off of us.
Well, technically, you said 1920, right?
Yeah, 19. We'll say it's 1917.
So there would have already been like
World War One already happened, right?
well
Yes.
in this realm, the World War One happened like at the turn of the century, so like 1890s, early 1900s,
Okay.
and it was over by like 1905.
Okay.
And whenever it happened, it released a lot of like it basically tore a hole, like something happened during the war that tore a hole between like this realm and the other one, and that's how a bunch of like creatures and stuff have been
Wait, you
able
mean
to come over from the
blonde
flare.
hair, blue
Okay.
And
eyes?
so that's
Blonde
kind
hair,
of
blue
like
eyes.
giving you a little bit of the lore as to
Dude,
like
you
what's
killed
going
them
on.
blue eyes.
So it's even possible that you might have seen like some sort of creatures and stuff during the war.
So you see, so shortly after you guys are talking, you guys hear a voice, more feminine sounding, that says, "Ugh. All right, let's get this show on the road." And she claps in the garage door of the abandoned airport raises,
Oh, I thought
and
we were
out.
in there.
Huh?
I thought we were already in there.
No, you guys are
we're
outside.
Oh, then I could have.
All the cars pulled up, wearing like a little like thing, and then there's like the big thing right there. Yeah.
So out walks this woman, in her, you can tell she's in her 50s. She has a black dress on with like with a black trench coat, and her hair is done up in a bun. But the thing you guys notice about her hair is that it's all white. Like there's no
Grandma.
There's no
Grandma Marley.
There's
What
no
happened to Dad?
black, brown. There's no like any kind of pepperage. It's like white.
Yeah, does she look old or not?
No, she doesn't really look old.
I was gonna say
She's just different because
She got the
because it's just white hair. You know, it's not normal for.
It could be like one of her bleed marks.
Yeah.
Oh.
You can tell from seeing her, you can see like this is the kind of person who means business.
She's been through stuff.
She's been through stuff.
Okay.
And she's got white hair. It's done up in a
Why is it kind of hot though?
Oh,
my
she looks like
goodness.
she's 90.
in a bun. And she says, "Gentlemen, I see we brought the local thugs in.
Yeah, team.
Good.
Thugs, excuse me.
We are businessmen.
At least we got some expendable members of this crew, man.
Yeah.
Why do you
Yeah,
guys
dude,
have to be offended
that
by the
guy-
term thugs?
Rude.
We're businessmen. Okay,
Just
we're
businessmen?
Businessmen. I don't know. This guy's a thug.
Interesting.
Never
We
seen him
mean
before.
business.
We mean
Mis-
business. He's a thug. War hero.
Mr. Boswell, I'm glad you're back.
Wait, we still never got
Yeah,
a full
it's always a
introduction
We've
pleasure.
of
never
who
met
you are.
before,
Yeah, who are you?
but I am Lucille. She
Oh,
reaches out her hand.
Nice to meet you, Lucille.
Hey, who's this guy again?
We
She
never
look-
actually
she-
got a full explanation. We
She looks-
just got
she
told
looks
that we
at the
didn't
man-
recognize him.
She looks at the man with the suit and she goes, "What have you been doing all this time? Have you?
Have we been-
you guys
Raising funds for orphans.
And the guy with the suit or pursuit, he goes, I don't know what to do with these. They don't know about the greatest hero or the greatest country singer of our time.
We know
We-
about this guy. We know about the great war hero.
Yeah, we know about
Okay,
Steve McQueen.
Okay, you two be quiet. Let her talk so we can figure out what's going on.
Oh, whatever you say.
Please.
Yes, boss.
Yeah, yes, boss.
Thank you, Mr. Rogers. Pleasure to meet you, by the way, Lucille.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, Randall.
I
You call
already-
me Randy though, because a lot of my friends call me Randy.
Name's Bob. You can call me Bob.
She was a Bobby.
Souffle.
She goes, I'm sure you all are here because my assistant has told you about the disappearances of that has been, or the kidnappings that have been happening around town.
He didn't tell us that, right? We were just doing our own thing, helping charity out, and he told us to come here, right?
Yeah. We didn't even get an explanation of what we're doing
in his wisdom, he probably didn't tell you it because he knew you guys would have said no. We have business to do.
here. Okay.
We
Can
got
we
business
leave?
meeting.
Can we
No.
go now? Oh.
Did you bring chili? Are you gonna supply
What is
food?
chili?
Sorry. Are you gonna provide the snacks? You gonna provide the snacks?
Do we look like a catering company?
He
Do
looks
you
like
want
a
us to answer that?
chef, right? He's a chef.
Anyway, sorry. Continue. Okay, we'll stop messing around now. Sorry.
Yeah.
She claps her hand. She goes, and the guy in the suit kind of comes up behind you, and he goes, "You best be on your best behavior."
Okay, Dad. Okay,
Stop
Dad. I
calling me
was.
So, as I was saying, I'm sure that you guys have known about the kidnappings that have been going on around town. I know that you want to put a stop to it,
I do.
and you?
Of course.
For the children.
I regret bringing you here. What's odd that we found even the police and
This is happening. We're not actually laughing.
You know, me and him are looking at you going,
No. Our characters are actually laughing. We're serious. That's funny.
That was really funny.
the guy that came with Steve Rogers is somewhat kind of like, you know, and the other one's like nudging him. And she goes, well, we know that even the police have not really been able to investigate what's been going on with these kidnappings. They don't have the tools or the means to do so, unlike we do. Because we have the not paranormal science to do so, but we have. You stop laughing, but we have.
Sorry,
We have the
I was
tools.
thinking about Dad. Sorry.
We have the tools funded by Candela in order to research this investigation.
funded?
I'm making sure that the police do not touch this. What we have investigated so far, gentlemen, is that there have been 3 kidnappings in the last 3 weeks.
Was one of them my dad? Wait, no. My bad. He's my dad.
That was back 20 years ago.
Your dad's in jail.
No.
You know where he is?
No, that's our dad. Don't listen to this.
No, that was a guess.
Oh, yeah, that's our dad over there.
So the thing that we find odd about these kidnappings is that of these 3 kidnappings, they're all similar. It is 3 men who have been kidnapped and they are in their 30s. And we have the names of each one of these men. And then she goes on to say that the men's names are A1 Thomas Elwin, A1 Hubert Gentry, and A1 Frank Lawrence. Do you happen to know any of these men?
No, but
Well, one of them kind of seems familiar.
Did we rob them?
Do they work
It's not your dad.
I'm not talking about him.
But didn't we rob Frank?
How are they connected? Do they work in the same field?
I think I might have gotten his wallet
Well,
once.
Okay.
From our
Was he the
investigation,
banker?
these 3 men
Yeah.
are not only of similar age, but they are also of similar stature.
Did they go to high school
Yeah.
together? Or school together?
Do you have that? That is actually
Like,
pertinent.
She nudges the guy in the suit. She looks at him and she goes, just, and he just kind of like nudges you a little bit.
Well, no, like, it's a serious question, because if they all went to high school together, we could figure this out.
Yeah, we need relations.
Yeah, like, what are they related?
I'm still waiting for my question to be answered, and you guys interrupted rudely.
Which
Thank
question?
you.
Oh, what we're doing here?
No.
This is why you guys are criminals.
Serious question. How were they related?
Okay, my answer's getting
Hold on.
answered
Yeah,
first.
let him get his
Yeah.
answer
Okay,
first.
okay, yeah.
And you weren't
So-
listening because you were giggling like schoolgirls.
Captain.
Thank you, Mr. Steve Rogers. So they are both in their 30s, and they seem to be all working in the same office.
Mm.
They all seem to be in the higher-ups of a company that we're still finding the name of, but we have noticed that they are tradesmen. So most of what they do is they work making sure the goods have been coming in and out, making sure that the fairlands are still economically growing, as our mayor, I'm sure you've heard, wants to further the expansion of the city.
He's wanting to put a concert venue out there, I heard.
That would be great for you.
It'd be great for everybody.
It would be.
A concert venue? That's like
But,
a
frankly,
open chef thing?
I do not care about such trivial matters. But we have also investigated and talked to their wives. That's another thing that we've also found that is interesting, is that each one of these men, not only in their 30s but also working in the same office, are basically live similar lives. They're of similar stature, similar age, similar occupation. Frankly, it's downright weird that someone would do this.
So when you say similar lives, you mean like just like to and from work and don't do much else, or they frequent the same
They frequent
after work facilities?
Our rumors indicate that they're not really close as friends per se, but more of just acquaintances at work. So
Are they working on a special project or anything?
With a port.
we have information that tells us that with our newer findings of metals that have been coming into our ports, or newer inventions that have been coming in, that they have all been working on the same project. That with our growing technology of newer cars and other gadgets and gizmos, that they are making sure that that all comes in spotless.
Any indication that it could be the Red Hand or any of the other potential?
So far, we haven't found any prints of the Red Hand on this at all. That's why we're hoping that you four could investigate, and we have a lead as to where these 3 men might be, and we're hoping that you four could go out and examine and see if you can see what's going on there and bring any information back to us.
Are you gonna have us go to the houses or no?
No, we already took care of that.
Okay.
So, is there anyone a part of the project that is also the same age and has wives and the 2 kids? Anyone else a part of that project? Because they could be potentially targeted next.
There are...
Are you asking from experience in being in similar fields?
So what has that to do with you, my friend?
Well, we just know that some of our clients have been through similar situations, and
So...
There could be a pattern here.
Could be a pattern here. Is there anyone on the project that is also 30, wife, 2 kids? Because we should probably go warn him and talk to him.
Also working at the same place.
Yep, and the same job.
It seems that they're the only 3 that are similar.
So
The lead is a man who is in his 50s, and he goes by the name of a one Bartholomew Jackson.
okay.
That MJ's dad?
No,
Oh.
Bartholomew.
Bartholomew Jackson.
Oh, wait, no, he's not born yet. So never mind that quote. Never mind.
Alright, so we could. Where's that lead at? We're gonna go.
There, it seems that we found a lead, because it seems that all of the wives have kind of told us a similar story as to how these kidnappings have happened. They did not see a face. They did not see a particular stature of said criminal, but almost this ghastly presence, which was odd. We've never seen anything like this before.
Now hold on. The wives noticed them disappeared.
Yes, they saw them. They heard the commotion.
They heard the commotion.
Yeah,
And then when they looked, there was just nothing.
there was nothing.
Neither hide nor hair.
Nothing.
Do they live like their pattern in their living situation? Do they live in the same area or?
They live fairly apart from one another.
Okay. Where do we need to go?
So, we have found that there might be a lead out in an abandoned factory near the edge of town in New Fair, almost in the eastern side of town, the southeast part of town. We found that almost the factory, or an abandoned factory, where there could be some evidence that we might need. So
Okay.
we want you 4 to go out and investigate that for us.
Okay. Well, I reckon we can take my rig on over there and have a look-see.
Can we put them in the trunk?
No.
No.
Tied and
I-
gagged,
we're
certainly.
What do you think? We can take our own GP.
What if we took our car? Our car's the biggest.
Yeah.
Do you really think so?
What if we take separate cars? Okay, because it looks like
We'll just meet there.
we'll meet there. Let's go.
No, you guys get in the back seat. We'll stick together.
Now,
as a
if
team.
you would like, I can send my assistant with you.
What? There's no reason for you to come
Hey.
along.
He looks at you and he goes, I think there is.
I'm running to the car.
I do think there is. Well, you can tag along.
Well,
All
I
right.
could ride with you. The assistant can ride with them to keep them in line.
Splendid.
Perfect.
Okay.
Hop in.
So let's
Cap.
settle then.
We're driving. Let's go.
Yeah.
You got the assistant
Well,
in your back.
Pursuit.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we all hop in cars then.
Yeah.
Seems that's settled.
And then he goes, my name is Zachariah, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
I know Zachy.
Zachy.
Can we
Zachy.
call you Zachy?
Yeah, can we go, Zachy?
Just because I shook your hand doesn't mean that we're going to be...
Right.
I'm not your dad either.
Okay, Zachariah.
Alright, Zachary.
Zachariah? Zachariah? I bet in Lucille looks at you and she goes, it is currently about 3 now. We recommend that you get going soon.
When's it get dark?
Yeah, what time of year are we at?
This is kind of like mid spring ish, kind of going into summer. So the sunset
March.
would probably be around,
March?
No, like for us it would be like about end of April kind of.
Can we stop to get a cup of mar? That's what we call a cup of joe.
Why do
Mar,
you
cup of
keep
mar.
asking for things?
Okay, it's what?
Should we?
Yeah, he's driving.
What's a chili?
I mean,
What's a chili?
chili would be.
It's the name of our old dog. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
We're very
They
very
have
distraught.
issues.
Chili would be invented by now.
You need to
So-
chili.
We forgot to feed it at home.
Because we weren't at home that often.
Zachariah, make sure these men are on their best behavior. Everyone, settle out. And
Come
I'll
on,
be here.
Zachy Poo, let's go.
And she goes back inside and closes the door, and then you're left out there with Zachariah, who's also known, or code name is known as Pursuit. And
it's
you
Dad.
guys ready to? It's not Dad.
It's Dad.
It's not Dad.
Hey, Zachariah.
Boswell
Let's
just
go.
turns around and
Stop
just
saying Zachariah.
Boswell just turns around and just heads straight to the car. Doesn't really say much and just gets in and
Zachariah.
imagine you follow.
Yeah.
I'm in the passenger seat.
I get the driver's seat.
Well, do you want me to drive?
Zachariah looks
Okay.
back and he looks at you two and he goes, "Why can't you be more like those two?"
Good question.
Because they're old.
Maybe if we asked our
Guess
dad
we
why
could-
he abandoned us, then we can figure that out.
Never been any better.
I know.
So on the
You want to ride with one of them?
Come on, join us. It's the party bus.
Steve, you gotta call him Steve Rogers.
Speaking of, we're driving a hippie van. That's what I've been imagining this whole time.
in his car.
No, us.
You're driving his
No,
car.
you're in third.
No,
third
yeah,
car.
they-
We're
separated.
driving our car,
Oh, I thought we were okay.
and they're driving
Well,
his
they're in their
car,
with the
and we're in a
assistant.
hippie
Me
van
and
because that's all we
him
can
are together.
afford.
Oh, so you
It
guys are
doesn't
driving
have-
separate.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're in a hippie van, but it doesn't have hippie symbols or anything like that. It's just it's just a solid like
Just imagine-
grayish blue.
I
Okay,
just
all around.
imagine like a renovated Scooby Doo van.
Yes.
Okay, I was about to say I agree with the van, but I don't want any like flowers on the side. Like, dude, how about too bad we can't just write Marley and then also chili on the other side. May rest in
Alright,
peace.
well, we get going, I guess.
I'm just driving whatever.
So
is
you,
like this rums.
You
Is
sing the
Zach
blues?
Huh?
And you
ice
sing any
cream.
blues?
A little bit.
Exactly.
Little country, little blues. Kind of,
Yeah.
you know, just like mixture of the two. I mean,
Nice.
I like sad songs for the soul, you know.
Hey,
Gotcha.
for it.
What else do you guys talk about on the way over?
How's that?
You guys you're out of this scene. You guys are driving in your own car.
We'll have our own conversations then.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
did
no,
you
you
come
guys
along
will.
with it, I guess?
Yeah, it's great.
Enjoyed the party bus.
Nice.
Can I do this?
Rolling in
Do this?
the
Fine.
money, I guess,
Does it
and
like go
able
flat?
to
Yeah.
do all kinds of different things. So, what got you interested in doing this kind of work, though?
I've always been always wanted to
Not read the script.
make the world better.
Yeah, I bet you do. I don't necessarily disagree with that mindset. I've done this a little while, and I've seen some things.
Blonde hair, blue eyes.
I put a lot of bad people away.
Well, some of these things just don't go away, unfortunately.
I hear you. I've seen some of the stuff that Nazis have done, and it's horrific.
Oh boy.
So you can't. You gotta say what is it? What is it? Hydra. I think that because Nazis didn't exist because they have saying some of the stuff Hydra has done. Funny.
Yeah, especially the Red Skull.
Dude, that actually would work as your red hand, red skull.
No.
So
Anyways, we chit chat, kind of get understanding for one another.
and then I would assume that you
I'm a married
guys,
man too.
since Zachariah is in the car
Kids?
with you two,
Oh,
he's
boy.
directing you on where
Nice.
to go.
Yeah.
Hank
Okay.
McCall.
Make a
So
left,
then-
make a right.
Cool.
Yeah,
Continue
yeah.
forward.
And he makes
As we
yet.
go, we
Not
end up
yet.
passing an ice
Not
cream
yet.
place, and we're like,
Yeah.
"Hey, Zachariah, what gets some ice cream? Let's get some ice cream." I pull in the ice cream place.
He's just repetitively going, "Stop calling me Dad."
Okay,
I'm not calling
If
Zachariah.
you let us get ice cream.
Zachariah.
Zachariah.
Vector.
If you
All
let
right.
us get ice cream, we'll stop calling you Dad.
What you want? Hot fudge?
Have fudge.
Just go to the factory,
Vanilla?
please.
Real quick, here. You guys stay in the car.
I'll get in there. Hot
I'll
fudge.
go get the ice cream. So you want hot fudge?
You want hot fudge, vanilla?
Hot fudge, vanilla.
Okay,
And I'll get you a little popsicle.
How much sooner do we get to the
Before
that-
they-
well, let's figure that out. So
What do I roll to? Because I'm gonna rob them for the ice cream. What do I roll to do that?
You're not robbing them for ice cream.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the next 8 minutes, they arrive at the factory, and
Out here wilding
Zachariah
out.
signals you two over, and he goes, signaling like this is the place. So you guys pull in, and you guys are standing in front of the alleged. You guys don't have ice cream.
Okay, we did stop.
We did get
No,
out?
you didn't.
We did. What do you?
I don't know what you're talking about. We paid for it and everything.
We paid for
Oh,
it.
you guys are standing in front of the abandoned factory.
Are you having fun DMing down there?
Yes.
What do
I
you
don't know, but you had to go there with me.
Hey, both of you. Why don't you go find the cafeteria in this place and get some food?
Do you think there's a cafeteria here?
It's a factory. There's
Okay,
gotta be a break
let's get the
room.
burglary equipment. Let's break out the window, second story.
Okay, okay.
Is
okay.
that
Where's
really
the door
just-
to this place?
he's like,
I want some cafeteria
Oh,
food.
he's like, you guys are such children.
So
I don't know what you're talking about. Just because we didn't have a father does not mean that
Yeah.
we are irresponsible. Just because you didn't fill those shoes.
this is
He
the
goes,
news.
he goes, okay, how do you boys want to do this?
Okay.
Are we going to go in together, or are we splitting up?
I think as you say this, we just start climbing on top of the warehouse trying to break in.
Well, there.
We just
Or
kind of
let's
walk.
just split
I
it
walk
in
over to the
twos.
door. I want to see if
Or do
it's
you let
locked or
them do
not.
their
I'm
own
gonna
thing?
peek through the
'Cause
window.
They're
Like-
making so much noise right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
so while
Apparently.
So while
They're
you
not
two
very
are
good
doing
thieves,
that-
are they?
we'll
they're not.
come
They're-
back to
wow.
you for a moment. How are you two?
Me and him are
Proceed.
gonna go together. They're too loud and making noise, so if we're gonna creep up on anybody, we won't be able to.
Okay, so
We're not at work yet.
there is multiple entrances to this place. Some of them are locked. So where would you like to?
Sorry. I was gonna say I have a scout thing if I could use it.
Well, you guys are at the top of the building already. So
No. He's looking in a window. I'm
Yeah.
looking. I'm at the front door.
All right, we'll come
Okay.
back to you.
Okay,
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay.
Steve.
So how would you guys like to proceed?
Try to find the closest unlocked door and just kind of ease our way in,
Is there any windows open?
or open windows.
Broken.
There aren't any open windows, but there are some that are broke. Like almost people have been kind of. There, you know how in like kind of like downtown St. Louis and some of the abandoned buildings, people just kind of sometimes throw rocks through the windows and what. That's kind of what you got here in this
Is there
factory.
a window on the door?
Yes, there is a.
You can break the
It's
window and
but it's kind of
unlock
like
it from the
your
inside.
normal storm door though. So it's kind of like a
Solid.
yeah.
So no
it's-
glass.
Yeah, no glass. Well,
What's
there's
the-
glass, but it's like a very small, almost like not like a peephole, but like like how ours is, where it's like the little bitty slot of glass. That's kind of what it is there on the one that you guys are looking in front of.
Is there any way that, like, what's the condition of the door handle?
I'm expecting it.
Can I kick the
Inspecting
door?
I'm currently unlocking it.
You're way at
Wait,
the
yeah,
other
We
We
thought-
got
I thought
burglar
we-
tools.
I thought
I'm at
we
the
split
front door
up.
unlocking
Yeah,
Yeah,
it.
haven't you guys split
This
up?
is separate though. Like
No, he's looking in a window, and I'm at the front door unlocking it.
yeah, but they went around. So
So then, are you two split up?
well, technically.
No, he's like
I'm
he's
above
at the
him.
window right beside
Yeah,
him.
I'm
Beside-
above
beside
him.
Okay,
On
this is
the-
great.
He's on your he's on your shoulders.
looking through
No,
the
I'm
window.
not.
Okay,
Nobody knows what's going on.
I don't know either, dude.
I
Okay.
just know I'm next to him, above him, looking through the
So
window.
make,
So this scout thing, I'd have to use one intuition.
can you make do a survey roll for me for to see if you can open this door.
I'm unlocking it.
Okay, so
And you'll
This-
need to.
or to kick the door. I'm sorry, that's
Okay.
what you were asking.
Oh, so move. So, or no, I guess that would be a
Strike.
strike. Yeah,
yeah,
do a strike.
Yeah,
So
strike.
what do I
roll.
do here?
Erase one.
So yeah, just
Okay.
raise one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I forgot you had asked to kick it instead of unlocking it.
Well, I mean, that dude swung open.
Yeah,
It
so
might swing back and get you on
Yeah,
a mixed
so
success
at
like
first
that, but
with-
that dude swung open.
yeah, it with one pretty good kick, the door flips open.
I fall off to the side. I'm like, brother, you're talking about being secret and quiet. Excuse me.
You guys are down from us though. at a different door.
Oh.
Is
Wait,
it
what?
worth doing this?
Yeah, I
scout
thought
thing?
you guys split up.
Well,
No,
no, we.
I went to the front door,
Yeah,
and
we're-
he's beside me at the front.
Yeah, but I'm above because I climbed up. I thought you guys went around.
All right, so it sounds like you just
So-
got impatient, tired of dealing with ridiculousness,
so-
and you found the way for us.
So let me get this correct. So it's you three are together, and then you are where?
Well,
With
no, I'm
us.
above.
He's
well,
also with us, but he's just
Looking
looking
in
at
a
So
window.
everyone's together.
Yes.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right. So all
above.
5 people are standing in front of the door that has just been kicked open by Steve Rogers.
Yes.
Okay.
Is it worth
So-
doing this scout roll, the scout point thing? Is it worth doing that?
Hold off on that for a moment.
Okay.
So, you guys, the door flings open with barely any effort. You can kind of tell that it seems like that this door has kind of been busted open before and then somehow repaired every now and then. But it's like a very bad repair in terms of like when people kick open a door. It looks like the most minimal like effort was done in order to like not bar up the door, but to keep it from being busted open again. So the door flings open, and you guys are staring into the entrance hall of the factory.
Is it a
Where
big
would
like warehouse-esque thing?
Yes.
Or okay.
Yeah. So in this factory, there's obviously your like big room where all the work's done, and you have multiple floors. There's 3 floors in total. You have like your main floor where the hall is. You have some of the lead offices, and then you have like not the break room is on the 2nd floor. Then you also have some of there's a place or a spot in the factory as well where they kind of like hang out and where the lockers are, you know, where they come in almost kind of like where you would like clock in, put your belongings, stuff like that. The 3rd floor is basically just storage in this factory where like projects that had kind of been put off on the shelf are stored and they're not really worried about anymore.
Okay.
Do you get a question?
Well, I actually want to do this. Is it even worth doing that? It's scout. It was before you had to a location to see if I notice anything others don't see.
So you're wanting to see if there's any signs of movement
Any
inside.
kind of activity?
And any valuables in there too.
He wants he wants more information.
Yeah,
Oh, you want
any
okay.
information.
Just more information that we wouldn't be able to interpret.
Yeah, so you, with your background, you'll notice that with some of the projects there are you get the idea that there are a lot of sheet metals are being worked on here. I think you may have known, and for your background, you would know that this place would work on like sheet metals. So at this time in the Fairlands, they're slowly starting to make more metal and for boats and trying to stay away from having to use so much wood and trying to keep more of the tree resources, which is one of the big reasons why a lot of people are pushing back on the economic, expansion of the city. So there's sheet metal for ships, for houses, and then you'll notice that there is also quite a bit of materials in order to make fastening equipments too, or like fastening like nails. There's a lot of copper. There's some silver, some bronze in here. So some valuable.
Like,
metals.
do we all see that?
But
The silver
Would
maybe.
Yeah.
you seeing that? Would you tell the whole group?
Okay, is it even? I tell my brother. Tell my brother. That's it. I'm gonna tell my brother.
Okay. Do you That's the only time you get to use that, right?
I don't know.
You can spend 1 intuition.
Yeah.
So you'd have to.
So erase survey, right? Erase that one.
Hold on.
Where'd my pen go?
Spend one intuition to ask a question. So then, would that be drive? Would he spend a drive then? Because he doesn't have any drives in intuition.
he used his ability?
Yeah. For
Does
sling.
does the ability say to use a drive?
It says if you observe a location, you can spend 1 intuition to ask a question. I would assume it would
So it'd be
just
one of
your surveys or
yeah,
focuses.
yeah, erase one of your actions.
Alright.
There you go. That's how you would do that.
Yeah.
Is the silver
So-
or copper even like salvageable?
Oh yeah.
Alright, I'm only.
It's like it's in. They
It'd
would also
probably
have
be in
a,
massive unliftable quantities without fork trucks and
Well, you
stuff.
just said it's
They would.
capable. Of,
There's also a spot in this factory where they would take these big metals, break them down. So the silver and bronze are in like Justin said, in big quantities, and they would have a machine almost like a hydraulic, not like a hydraulic press, but like what you would see some I'm trying to remember the exact name of the machine that blacksmiths use, where it's like the
chopper.
power hammer.
Oh.
A big industrial power hammer that would knock off pieces and it have a wedge on it, and so they'd knock pieces off one giant piece of.
I'm a little confused.
Silver.
You said this was an abandoned warehouse, and then you said the sheet metal.
It's a factory. It's an abandoned factory that is warehouse-esque.
Can we hear all this talking right here?
No,
okay.
we'll just say
Apparently,
yes.
you and I are just staring at the wall at the moment.
Yeah.
Is there anything that we can valuable that we can actually take of the silver or copper?
Make a. You've already burned your survey. Make a.
Focus.
Sure. Make a focus roll. If you want to burn that, that's up to you. It's not going to come in much help.
I mean, you could do it. I mean, you have 2 focuses.
Well, you haven't.
What are
told
you?
me
What are
anything
you
yet.
two
Oh.
doing during this time?
I mean,
Well,
we're looking for real stuff.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
There's
what would you
silver
guys like
and
to do?
copper,
You
and we
wanna go to the
gotta see
offices?
if we can take any of it in the
Yeah,
van.
I mean, because we're looking for clues, right?
Yes.
Yeah, offices would probably be the first place to look.
Office. Okay.
So there's silver.
So you guys make your way up
Could be
to the
salvageable?
second floor
We have to see it.
where
I'm
the
thinking,
the offices are.
should you go? 'Cause you got 2, and I have 1 left.
there are
about
4
to see
doors.
if it's
So
salvageable
you come up the metal stairs.
Well, let's
Up on the second
because
floor
we don't
there is
want them
a,
looking, and if they're on the first floor,
um, you guys are standing on a metal platform
Okay.
basically, and you guys are looking at 4 doors, and there's 4 different offices. There's oh my goodness.
Did you guys go upstairs? I mean,
Yeah, this is what they're doing, and you guys are over here looking at the
Yeah.
metals.
okay.
So and the doors are labeled 1 to 4
Oh my gosh.
on
Well, I've
the-
got 3, so I'll have to do that.
from left to right.
Well, I guess let's see what's behind door number 1.
Yeah,
All right,
You
you,
gonna bust it down again?
I think it's gonna be unlocked.
Door gets kicked off its hinges.
the door is unlocked. So you open the door, and it kind of looks like that whoever was in this office last left it in a hurry.
Okay.
There's the shelves are kind of pulled out. There's some papers laying around,
I guess I-
orders,
let me
stuff like
look-
that.
What's on the desk? What is there any important papers on the desk? Scattered?
There's some loose change and some papers for orders that they had given and just were never.
What orders were they?
They were for parts for a ship, and the ship's name. The ship's name is known at, or it's one that they've been working on. It's the it's the
The Is
The-
that the name of the ship is the
no, it's not the
No, it's the
Titanic?
It's
No,
the
it's not the Titanic.
St. Augustine.
It's not the no.
Could be
Edmund
the.
Fitzgerald.
It could be
The
the
what?
Edmund Fitzgerald.
Edmund Fitzgerald.
Could be the.
It's-
Loretta.
It's
I guess just
Or,
make up the
St.
name.
it's the
St. Barnes.
SS Laurel.
That's Laurel.
SS Laurel.
Watch out for your laurels.
We're
Well,
allowed
your
to, we're
laurels.
allowed to
and
roll
yeah.
for this.
Do what?
We're allowed to roll for this. See if
Alright,
it-
well, let's wait for
Okay.
them to finish whatever they're doing. Then we'll have a time.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So
While
what
he's
I'd
in-
like to do, because we're both in room 1, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I would like to pull out my bleed detector and see if I find anything.
Oh, there is a heavy amount of bleed coming from the third floor.
From the third floor?
Yes.
And we're on the second floor.
Yeah, and there's like it's almost like there's like a trail.
Is the cafeteria on the third floor?
That's on the second floor.
Cafeteria's on the second floor.
Oh, well, see, I'm surprised you guys aren't there.
Well, that's because we're
Yes, I know.
we're technically doing something at the same time y'all are. We're just letting y'all finish the thing first.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Well, partner, it looks like we are one floor off, so
Let's go.
sounds like going up.
Yep.
But there's,
See,
other than like this room looking like it was left in a hurry, is there anything else that's like a dead giveaway or anything before we leave?
Do you want to check the other rooms real quick or no?
I mean, as far as I can tell at the moment, we have all the time in the world, so...
yeah, well, these two hooligans are doing whatever.
Hey, we're waiting our turn.
Yeah, we're waiting our
I say
turn.
we should probably finish
It was
the other
almost
rooms
our
and
turn.
then go
Okay,
upstairs.
so
Is
Yeah,
it our turn
wouldn't
now?
hurt.
Now that they
Yeah.
finished with that, whatever room that is.
Sure, yeah. What are you
Okay.
gonna do?
Okay.
No, we just
So-
Are
We're
you guys
eating
gonna
ice
head-
cream
well, hold
and
on,
stealing stuff.
Are you guys gonna
We're gonna check the
invest-
other rooms and then go
Yeah.
upstairs.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do.
So the other rooms are basically kind of the same. All of them are kind of we're left in a hurry, as well as more orders for the SS Laurel. It seemed
What's-
like that was
What's the name of this joint, anyways?
the joint.
Factory.
Yeah, what's the name of this factory?
The factory's name is the Strong Arm.
Do I have any like knowledge of this particular factory, like why it may have been left in such a hurry and why it's abandoned?
Make a. I don't really know what you would make for that.
Focus. Remember.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
for
Yeah.
focus.
So yeah, make a focus roll.
I'm going to do a focus roll.
This
It
is kind of for the role that you've requested. It's kind of a medium-ish
Difficulty.
difficulty.
Well, you know, then I'm not going to get too crazy with it. I'm just going to roll one and see what happens. That is a 2. I know nothing.
Yeah, you get the feeling that whatever happened here and whatever was going on revolving the SS Laurel, it's not really talked about. Really, why? Like amongst even the papers that you guys find, like there's no really any evidence as to why it was just.
Do we know what kind of ship
Abandoned.
it is?
It's huge. It's
Like Titanic-esque?
Titanic type size. Yeah.
Is it a warship?
No, not a warship. It's like a traveler.
It was
ship.
a liner, kind of like what...
Yes.
Okay.
And it almost kind of seems like this just was an abandoned project and everyone just kind of jumped ship, literally, in the in the factory.
That's awesome. Okay. So,
Okay.
well, it looks like we didn't find much. Guess now we're going up.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll go up.
So you guys are headed to the third floor.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. While they're doing that, you guys,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
So what I imagine happened is once the door was burst open, he started
At the
looking.
first floor?
On
Or
the
just
first floor.
office?
Once the door was burst open, he started looking, and while he was doing that, I was setting up my bleed detector.
Okay. You.
But I didn't turn it on yet. I was just getting it out of my bag. I imagine I have a satchel.
Okay.
That's how I imagine I keep my burglar tools and my bleed detector.
Yeah, I imagine
Okay.
we both have satchels and beanies.
Not a beanie.
Yeah.
I don't have a beanie, but
No,
Okay.
you know what? Indiana Jones style hats. I feel like that'd be appropriate. Marley
sure,
Wolves.
go ahead.
So, what we're gonna... Well,
Well,
did you want to...
just a second. Let me explain a little more.
So,
So while he does that, and then once they go upstairs, and he tells me like what he sees, and then I'm like, okay, let's check out this first floor a little bit more, and then we'll see what happens.
Okay.
So that's when I turn my bleed detector on to see if there's...
Zechariah is with you too. I just want you guys to know that, right?
I do know that.
Okay.
I
so
figured as much.
he's like, okay, yes, we're finally. You're setting up your bleed detector, and he's like watching you do it, almost as like a dad would. He's like, no, don't do that, don't do that. Do
I
this.
know what I'm doing.
Just
Dad.
follow. So then you guys, you set up your bleed detector.
Yes.
There is a lot of bleed in this place.
I'd be like, Dad, I know what
There
I'm
is
doing."
almost like what he saw. There is you kind of find to my understanding, what the bleed would look like is it's does yours look like a containment vial, or is your bleed detector special? Most of them look like a containment vial almost, or not a containment.
Flask.
Not a flask. What's the
Like a lantern?
no? What's the term for the thing that
Geiger
tests?
counter?
Yes, almost like a Geiger counter.
Oh.
Yeah. So what would yours look like a Geiger?
Yeah,
counter?
it's just
Okay.
a standard. It's a standard.
So
bleed
yeah,
detector.
it's just things going off like crazy, and you're getting readings from the like. You kind of like. So you guys are in. Where are you guys at in the factory?
So-
are you on the Are you on the first floor still?
First floor.
So on the
Okay.
first floor, we're in a little bit past the stairs.
Okay, so. So we'll say you guys are kind of in some like rooms past the stairs, then kind of
Yeah.
like in, not the.
Yeah,
Like some little bit of storage like on the first floor.
kind of just scouting out.
Yeah, this thing's going off like crazy. But whenever you go towards the stairs, this thing it goes off more.
Interesting.
But there is
Telling us to
definitely
go
bleed in this
upstairs?
place. It's hinting at you once you go upstairs.
Okay. Well, as we're walking in, not only am I doing the bleed detector, but I'm also keeping an eye out for like specifically silver or copper plates
Okay.
that are of a smaller size, something that has already been processed.
Okay.
Any hint or anything like that as we go along?
There are some small like fragments of copper and silver that you kind of find along the way.
Okay. I don't know.
Are
I'm
you
trying
gonna take them?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab them, kind of put in my.
Wait, wait, wait,
Is that-
wait,
okay,
wait,
so-
wait, wait. Before he does that. Yeah, I'm thinking. I'm just gonna.
Are you guys plotting again?
I
forgot
let's
Zach
stick
was
together.
there.
Okay, yeah. We're just gonna
stick
start.
together
Okay,
for
we're
now.
gonna take these silver
You know,
plates.
just
I don't
because
trust
this is an
this.
abandoned factory,
The
doesn't
bleed
give
is
you
going
the
off
right
a little
to
too
steal
much,
that.
my friend.
Yeah,
Brother.
Dad, we know what we're doing. Let us learn from our mistakes. And I put a
Zechariah
silver
pulls
plate.
out a notepad and he's like, "The twins are stealing copper."
And
Is
Sorry,
it
brother.
stealing when it's abandoned?
it's no
Are
one
you
owns it.
twins or are you just brothers?
Just brothers.
Brothers.
No,
The
not twins.
brothers are stealing copper and silver again.
Yeah. Or the Marleys, or
So are
whatever.
they caught up to us yet?
No, yeah.
No, they're still on the
Um,
first floor. So you
oh.
guys are headed to the third floor.
Yeah. No, after putting like that stuff in the satchel, then I'm like, okay, we should probably follow. Real quick, this is side note, entirely out of the campaign. What is bleed?
It's the
Bleed-
magic stuff that affects you whenever you touch it. So like
Yeah.
it'll leave a mark on you whenever you take it. So like
They're almost like
you can get creative.
tattoo-esque.
Well, it can be
kinda.
tattoo-esque because that's what I did with a character last campaign. It could be like it turns your arm black. He did hives for one time, like boils and stuff with his character and whatnot.
Didn't Albert lose teeth from it or something like that?
No, Albert lost teeth because he got punched in the face by a massive Lithuanian guy.
Oh yeah.
But like people have it affect their like pupils. They can be like blacking of veins. It's very like creative, but like you
Can
use
I grow
like
another
sci-fi.
arm?
Not stuff like that.
No, I'm
This
joking.
isn't-
I'm joking.
This isn't contamination and Dungeons
Well,
and Dragons.
actually,
okay.
kind of. Actually, you
Can
could
you?
kind of do. You could go that route.
I feel like it'd be more of a finger or a toe.
Because like one
or
guy,
extra ear.
in like playing the actual Critical Role like Candela stuff.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Yeah, hashtag not sponsored yet.
Steve Rogers.
But he was like made up of bees because they like homebrewed a monster, which like eventually I think it'd be cool to kind of open it up to that for future campaigns. But like for our first couple, I didn't want to open the idea up to monsters yet until we got a better handle of the game.
Yeah.
But like he was basically made up of bees. Is essentially what he was. So like you could like really dabble into some like really cool stuff. So like obviously like add your own like character flair to it. Don't get too crazy from a mark. You could get a little bit crazier from scars. But yeah, that's just kind of like how it goes.
Interesting. Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
Okay.
Well, with that, we go upstairs.
And
And
heading to the third floor.
yeah, well, when we get to the second floor, that's I imagine when we meet up with you guys.
Well,
Okay.
they're
Do you though?
well,
Do
cafeteria.
you go to the cafeteria?
Well, we had ice cream. Do we really need to see if they got a
Well, we had ice cream.
We had
ice cream.
Okay.
We're not hungry
It's
anymore.
canon now. Apparently.
Oh, you guys are meeting up with them, going to the third floor.
Well, we start going up the stairs, and I imagine we run into them at the same time that we were
Okay.
going up to the third.
Oh, we found the cafeteria.
So while you guys,
Did you guys inspect it? Was it like a pan of Marley there, like a pot of Marley there sitting? That's what we call coffee. Like cup of Joe,
What?
cup of Marley.
Zachariah is right behind you, and he goes, "You call coffee Marley?"
No, that's what we call a cup of Joe.
Joe is coffee, bud.
Yes,
So
exactly.
what's a cup of Marley?
Hey, am I able to look at Zachariah without him looking and noticing?
To do what?
I just want to see, like, if he has anything on him. Like,
he knows what you're doing.
but is there a way I can do this without him even knowing?
Do what?
I just want to see, like, if he has anything, like, you can kind of notice if someone has something in their pockets. Like,
No, he doesn't have anything. So you guys are heading up to the 3rd floor.
Yes, we are.
And while you guys are on the way up to the 3rd floor, it kind of seems like a lot of things in the factory had been, like, when you guys examined the office, everything was kind of left
Up in the air.
up in the air. But when you guys come up to the 3rd floor, things start to look a little bit more suspicious. You guys notice that there is some splatters of blood around the steps that are coming up the steps.
Are we all
There's
together?
well, yeah, I would assume
we're
you
all
guys are all
together.
together now.
Okay.
And upon entering the 3rd floor, there is again another metal platform, where it kind of overlooks where you see it's almost like an attic kind of, with an addition kind of going the opposite way as to where the trusses go. The trusses go one way, and then you have almost like what is a reverse gable going the opposite way as the trusses go, as what it's called in construction, which lead to these additional rooms upon the 3rd floor, which is the cafeteria, and there are some other spare rooms like a utility closet, and there's one last office up there. So upon going up the stairs, you see this trail of blood going towards the cafeteria door.
At this point, I think I'm gonna take out my gun. I'm not because there's a lot of blood. We don't know what happened. Whatever did this could be there. So I'm just gonna unholster it, but I'm not pointing it. I'm just very cautious.
So you're like,
You just have your
not really. I'm more just. I guess.
You just have your hand on your gun.
I do
That'd
have
be
my
better.
guitar
Yeah.
with me
I'm
this
gonna-
time, by the way.
your guitar?
Yeah. I
Are
do
you
have
like?
it. No. It's on my back.
Oh, okay.
Feel like it'd be titanium plate guitar, just smash someone's head in.
Okay.
I'm gonna have my hand on the holster though.
So
I want to
So
I get my knife out.
I'm wearing body armor apparently, but I'm gonna get my gun out.
okay, so you get your gun out.
Yeah.
How are you holding your gun? Are you holding it like this? Oh, just straight, just almost like a Call of Duty character, just like.
Did you restart that?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm glad that you asked just to make sure we're catching all this, but yes.
So you're just straight out forwarding there.
I've got it right here.
Okay, so you're kind of walking there
Yeah.
with it. Okay, so you've got yours holstered.
I
his
got it
gun's
like
out.
this. I'm ready.
What are you doing? Approach.
I just have my knife in reverse like
Backhand?
this. Yeah,
Like-
back.
Okay.
Yeah, just preparing
be-
for a scuffle.
I'll be the responsible Candela guy with my bleed detector out.
Okay. So who's going first in the door?
Oh, I also have my bleed detector in my other hand.
Okay.
To cook
They're
my
both
fire.
they're both going off. By the way,
I'm just gonna
like they're
spinning.
yeah
I
they're
don't
going
look-
they're
I don't
going
look at-
haywire.
I don't look at Zachariah, and what's his reaction?
He's like, who's gonna open the door?
I'm gonna be.
I'll open it. I put
we're
my
waiting for
bleed
you,
detector-
Zachariah.
I put my bleed detector back and I open the door. And
Okay,
Is
so-
it a push in or a pull out?
it's a double pull out.
Okay, so
So with both hands, you pull open the door. Inside the cafeteria, again, just like the offices, things are kind of thrown around. However, you see the trail, it continues inside the cafeteria. Like it swings,
Wait, cafeteria.
or mess hall, whatever it's, break room, or whatever it's called, where everyone has their lunches at.
Oh, I thought that was on the second floor.
Yeah, second floor.
what is this place? Is this
I
like
thought
offices?
this was like the
meeting?
attic.
You said that
This
there's
is the-
offices.
Okay, well the offices. I'm sorry, I'm getting myself confused.
It's alright.
Oh, okay.
It happens.
Yeah, no worries.
But this is you walk into a big room where there's other rooms attached to this one room.
So basically, what he said is, we walked up to the third floor, but got transported back to the second floor.
yeah.
We fell through a hole.
Yeah.
Through a hole. There were
It's
actually stairs there.
Harry.
So you guys walk into this room, and you see this trail of blood continue through the double doors. And upon inspection, the tables and chairs are kind of like flung over haphazardly. However, in the very center of the room, there is a table. Just one table just laying in the center of the room where there's enough room for someone to walk around the table. And there is, inside this room, you guys gonna investigate the room?
Yes.
Okay.
I imagine, yeah.
Can I use a scout? Basically, same thing I did last time. I'll have to use a focus, right? Because it says intuition.
I'm gonna save you that. I'm just gonna say you all are gonna see the same thing.
Okay.
So, inside this room, why don't everyone roll me a d6?
Okay.
We got a high roller. He's been the high roller time.
Aha, that's a 5.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, so
6, 5,
ironically,
3,
you
3.
got the high number. So you find in this room a couple things that are interesting. 3 things. You find a letter, a pendant, this really interesting looking pendant that it glows really bright blue, and it's like not blinding, but it's
like a flashlight.
no, it's not like a flashlight. It's almost like
Magical.
like magical, almost like the light sheds around, almost like a lantern
Okay.
does.
Okay.
And then you also find this weird blue looking organ thing.
I'm gonna.
We're not touching it, are we? Not yet.
Like,
at least.
wait.
Too?
Organ like or
No,
like
in trail.
okay.
Okay. Stash
Wrong
the
word.
letter behind-
And speaking of, it is beating.
Okay, I'm gonna.
What kind of organ
Can-
is it? Is it a heart or
Like,
is it like an
your-
intestine?
Do you want to get
Later on
closer to
the-
examine?
Can I?
Getting
Can I
Uh,
stash the letter?
well,
Can you
okay.
stash the letter?
Yeah. I just
Can
Do you
I
wanna read it?
Can I swoop in and grab the pendant and the organ?
Yeah.
Buddy, you watch out. Don't just go grabbing this stuff willy nilly. Hold on, and I scoop it up real quick and I put it in.
When-
Go
the
grab
vial.
stuff
When you
willy nilly,
grab-
grabs it willy nilly.
No, I'm careful. I put it in the vial.
Wait,
that I got.
You put the organ in the vial
I
immediately?
I put the pendant and the vial in there because they're both like glowing the blue, and
Okay.
I've been around
So-
long enough. I know what's going on.
Here's something you need to keep track of for the pendant.
Okay.
2 things. 1, when you grab this pendant, do you hear this weird like clicking noise?
I start humming to it.
You start humming to it,
Oh, of course.
almost like a tetranome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I start humming along with it, like it's like keeping melody. Yeah. So I do my best to keep melody with it as I
Okay.
hear it.
Was I able
What do you
to take
guys-
the letter, or did he just group it all up?
No, you took the letter because
Yeah.
he took the organ
And,
and the.
medallion.
I want to read it
Yeah,
just
the
myself real quick.
Pendant.
You just want to read it to yourself.
Or not out loud.
Yeah, I just want to be like, take a quick look, stash it. I want to see. Well, I want to know what it is before I share with the group.
Do you want to read it to yourself?
Yes.
Okay, well then here's what I'm gonna do. You get your phone on you?
Yeah.
I'm going to screenshot you what is inside the letter.
Okay.
Okay, and then I'm gonna leave that up to you.
I love this kind of
If
stuff.
you want to.
TTRPGs for life.
Okay.
I kind of walk up beside you and I'm like, what'd you find?
They'll be like, but like tie my shoe while looking at the letter that's in the insole of my shoe.
And
Okay.
seeing him do that,
I haven't read it yet.
Let him do that first.
I'm gonna make sure I don't get any other information in there.
Yeah, end up like spoiling the whole thing on accident.
Yeah, it's gonna be like Elwin shaft.
Now that you know it all, you have become my accomplice.
Be like,
You will be a good little
You
thief.
can see the future.
yeah, I
Good little thief.
have
Okay.
a vision.
There you go.
While
If
he's,
you have a problem with my grammar, I do not care.
while he's reading that,
Where's
where's the blood end? Is it right there?
Yeah, can we
To the
follow the? It's at the table.
It's at the table.
I look up.
You look up.
I look up.
You don't find anything like on the ceiling, but there's definitely marks on the wall, like blood splatter marks esque.
How old is this blood? Can we tell?
Make a survey roll.
Like, is it dripping? Is it dry?
Also, I'm going to use at this moment something called Tall Tale,
Okay.
which is one of my creative role things.
Okay.
So 2 times per assignment, I gain 1 extra dice without spending a drive by telling a creative story. So I'm actually going to roll 2 dice.
Okay.
It's not going to be gilded or anything. It's just 2 dice.
Okay.
So the tale that I tell is, man, this kind of reminds me one time me and Luther, we were traveling along back road and we saw these lights come flashing out from the sky, and it was actually my first encounter with a creature from the flare. And so that's kind of how this whole thing got started with me being a member of Candela, and it actually ended up being like this walking, living, breathing light switch thing. Like it was like a street lamp for a face. It was wild.
Zechariah looks at you and he goes, "Remind me to get your autograph later."
So highest one's a 5.
5.
Yeah.
This is definitely human blood. However, this is it's not fresh, but it hasn't been there real long. Weeks maybe, like 1 week.
So there's still like a hint of like the irony blood smell in the air.
Yes. Oh yeah, it kind of reeks in this room.
So the creature could still be there.
Yeah, we could definitely have something around here somewhere.
There's still rooms to investigate.
All right, well,
There's 3 rooms left in this one big room.
Well, Cap, I guess we better keep looking.
all right, I'll have my
well-
more up.
Well,
Like
what's
Yeah.
at the end of his story? I'm like, okay, Grandpa, let's try to keep it the present.
I'm 31.
Still older than me.
Boy, if you don't.
I sent you the letter.
Oh, that's what that was. Okay.
You're not gonna share with everyone?
To be honest, it's not that important.
It's-
But also,
Wow! Wow!
What do you mean it's not that important?
Before we,
I'm hurt.
So basically what you're telling me is you
Question
sneak me the
then.
paper.
yeah, I'm like,
I'm greatly offended right
hey, I'm supposed to be sketchy here.
So, hey, what did that letter say?
What letter?
I would like
You're
to
not
roll
that
to grab the
secretive.
letter out of his hand.
Okay, make a
That would be.
It's in my hand currently. I'm currently
Burn
reading
it.
it.
Burn it.
Are you wanting him to do a move or control?
Burn it.
I don't know. Part of
Is
me
run,
wants.
dodge, navigate, or drive, shoot, finesse.
I would say control because it would be like
the
finesse.
Yeah.
So it's currently in my hand and I'm reading it.
Oh,
He's gonna shove it in his mouth.
Excuse
real quick.
me.
yank that thing.
Well, I
with
gotta finish reading it
advantage.
first.
Okay, what do I got to roll?
I'll
You
tell
gotta roll. You gotta roll a control.
Wait,
So
I wanna.
I'm going to use Tall Tale for a second time because
Okay.
I can use it twice per assignment. And so I'm like, man, you grabbing this out of his hand is gonna be like this one time I saw this guy. He was still. I was up there singing.
Are
this,
you the one time? This
I was-
one time, dude.
Oh, 100%. I'm 100. I was up there on stage and I saw this guy picking the pocket of another man. I had to stop the show in the middle of the whole thing to like get the guy to not steal the dude's wallet.
Well,
So go ahead and- go
while
ahead.
he's doing a fun little tangent, I stick it in my
4.
mouth. Start
No,
chewing.
no, no. It all happens. It all happens like super quickly.
4.
Well, that's a long story to
wait,
tell
wait,
immediately.
Hang on.
I'm gonna
Okay.
punch him.
You get to roll one more because I'm giving you my. So take the
5.
5.
Okay, so before you can stick that letter for some reason, as you try to stick it in your mouth, he's able to grab it.
Wait a second.
But that doesn't make sense. It took him like 10 seconds to tell a story.
He got a high roll. I don't know what to tell you, dude.
Can I roll? I want to can I roll to get in his way or punch him real quick?
Can we just have the monster eat them too
Let's-
and be over with it?
Can I? Okay. Can
We'll
I,
just
use,
try to
we're
add
just gonna say
spice to
that
the story.
we're just gonna say that Mr. Steve Rogers has the letter.
I would like to shoot.
You're
him.
gonna get the letter back from Cap, huh?
Yeah. wait.
You
Okay.
feeling strong, my friend?
1 second. he put it in his mouth. So can we say a
He
little bit of
didn't
it
make
is
it
gone?
to
It
his
is
mouth.
wet.
Can we say a little bit of it is gone?
It didn't make it
Corner,
in
the
his mouth.
corner of it's damp.
Yeah, or can we say that?
There
like,
are a couple words missing.
Yeah, okay.
Like, I feel like you would put it in a certain way, so who the letter is addressed to is, like, wet and it's kind of smeared.
So it's Dear Boom.
But you can tell that the name is...
What's the gist of the letter say?
Yeah.
Do you want to read it? Or
Just tell us.
Ooh.
okay, so you want me to read it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay,
go
so
ahead.
it says, without the introduction, or who it's addressed to, which is, because of your
real quick,
decision...
Real quick. I attempt to take it back.
He's going to read it. I'm just
Okay,
gonna get him to
can
read
we
it.
both just tackle him real quick, like brother style?
Why are you guys are on a team? Why are you wanting violence?
Because, dude, the logic doesn't make sense for them to have taken it from us. So I am trying my best
You
to
guys
hold
are
back.
untrustworthy.
The logic makes sense that you should have shared the information with us.
All right,
No,
so Zacharias
in no way are we forced to do anything that the GM wants us to do.
All right, here.
Zacharias is gonna get in the middle of you guys. He's gonna be like, first off, why in the world did you put that in your mouth? You don't know where that's been.
I want to roll a hide and sleight of hand.
There is no sleight of hand in this game.
Yeah,
son.
no, it says sleight of hand. So,
He's trying to hide the fact that he's trying to steal something.
Okay.
So.
so I want to.
I'm handing the picture or the letter to him.
Okay.
Well, no.
If he's gonna
All right,
try
now
and take
here's-
it from me, I'm
Now
handing
here's
it
what
to
we're
him.
gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. I want you, Dylan, to make a control roll to take the letter from him. I want you to make a. Are you looking at the camera?
I was looking to see how our space was and everything.
I want you to make. Let's say. We're wasting rolls on this. Just give me a straight
Next
D6
session it
roll
resets.
to see
Not really.
see if you are able to hand it to him.
It carries over unless we use what we've been given from choosing our circle.
Okay, so
ability and stuff.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say that you are not able to grab that letter, and he hands
I
it to.
didn't want to grab the letter.
What were you grabbing?
Well, I wanted to actually take all his bullets. I wanted to take all his bullets.
The bullets are in the gun.
And now your hand is broken because you rolled a 6.
My hand's broken.
Okay, well, whatever you're trying to do.
When did it
Alright.
Epically
I don't know.
fails.
Okay.
I'm Captain America.
So Boswell McCall has the letter.
Boz,
What do you
want
wanna
to
do
share
with
with
the
the
letter?
group?
Yeah,
send-
boss, share
you
with the
wanna
group. We all want to
You
know.
want to send it to me? So
Do
I
you
can
want
read
to?
it?
Do you want to just read it?
What's
I
wet?
won't
So,
read it.
Captain America's the only one not
you
going
want-
to know.
Huh?
I'll read it aloud. I don't care. You want me to read it out loud, or is this like secret?
Well, I can just read. If you want to read it, like if you want your character to read it, I'll just read it out loud
Yeah.
and tell you what the letter says. Okay.
Don't forget to leave out the person.
Yeah. So because of of Bob's decision to put this in his mouth, you do not know who this letter is addressed to, but it says, I have delivered the supplies for your experiments as requested. The heart of a creature as requested, and we call this creature the Crawler, as well as this glowing bright blue pendant per request. But I hope you find these supplies useful. I have no absolutely earthly idea why you need these, but here you are. We are keeping a close eye on your activities. We see everything. Tread carefully. The Master.
The Master.
Master.
Real quick. Okay, well, actually, after you read that, can I be like, hey, Master, I'm going to look up because he's watching. Can I get a new letter, please?
There's no response.
Just fax it.
How's his wrist?
The humming in the pendant is increasing now that he said Master.
How's his wrist, by the way?
No, should we just take that off, like, that whole, like, the me trying to steal it? Is there a way we can just pretend that
It's on video. I can't do that.
Well,
Alright.
Okay, so now, what do you guys want to do? There's 3 other rooms that you guys
did
have
you
not
have him take a
investigated
body mark though?
What, body mark for
Oh,
what?
no, I have not. Yeah, you take a body mark because you tried to act a fool and take the bullets out of his gun instead of trying to take.
So what happened? What happened?
You got your wrist hurt.
All right. So who was this addressed to, fellas? Since you wanted to play shenanigans.
Well, I hurt my hand. I'm gonna
That's
go
for
down.
us to know and you to find out.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Yeah, you guys, it's okay.
Okay, so what do you?
So
are you guys
helpful.
gonna?
Cafeteria.
You guys.
And I need to eat something.
Here, let me see.
You guys can investigate
Buddy.
the other three rooms.
Buddy.
Okay. So the first, so there's the three rooms in this one room on the third floor works like this. There are two rooms, one to your left, one to your right, and then one straight ahead that you guys are looking at. Since you all, I would assume, are around the table still.
Yeah.
Which room are you investigating first?
Why are you
how many
looking
on
at
the right?
them? What about us?
One.
Well,
One.
we gotta
There's
pay
one on the
attention.
left,
We
one
gotta
on the
pay
right,
attention.
one
And
straight
one
ahead.
straight forward. Okay, I thought it was two on the right and then one on the left. So my bad. I'll go to the one on the right first.
I'm
Okay.
going with him.
In the room
Are you coming?
on the one on the right.
We're going on the one on the left.
Well, I think we're
Okay.
going the one straight.
Do you how do you go about the door? Do you
Okay, let's
just
go
kick
one
it
straight.
or
It's.
We should just run
Locked?
it through so it opens first.
you gonna try?
Let's see if it's unlocked first.
I'd like to see
Okay.
if it unlocks or
Alright,
like
it-
if it turns.
It opens.
It opens?
Just mess me up.
Okay.
So in the room, there is a like almost like a box shape underneath a like drop cloth.
Okay.
Do you go to lift up the drop cloth?
You want me to go ahead and kick this party off?
I'll have the gun out while he does it, yeah.
So you're standing behind like this?
Yeah.
Okay. So you lift up the drop cloth.
I lift up the drop cloth.
Underneath this thing, there is a cage, and inside this cage, there's a little creature. And
But-
this thing is like mad. It's ferocious, like because it's the kind of it's glowing bright blue, like this thing is something that you have never seen before. I have to find what it looks like here. Give me 1 minute.
Never mind.
It's a mixture of three things, and when you're staring at it, you're like,
Do you have a picture of it or no?
no.
Okay.
This is when we use this thing called our imagination.
Man, this is one interesting looking little feller.
So
I think he might
this-
be a little agitated.
Is it a Smurf?
it's a combination of two things. The first thing you notice is that this creature, although being small, has the body of a spider. However, it has the face of a bear, and each of its legs are paws. So this basically almost looks like
Bear spider.
a bear spider.
It's
Dude, bear spider is real.
And this thing is like, it's almost like the size of a cub.
Can bear spider hurt you?
Well,
Yeah.
right
This
now,
thing is like it's going crazy.
Should we let it loose?
Yeah,
No.
We're gonna pick the lock real quick.
No.
So we,
Well, number one, we're not with them.
Yeah, we're-
Hey,
Zachariah's just gonna be like, stop.
no, we're not even with them. We
Oh.
went to go to the room straight
That was a
ahead.
joke.
Just the room straight ahead.
Yeah, that's where
Yeah,
we
we
went.
went to the room straight ahead.
Okay, so in the room straight ahead, you find
Wait a minute,
So-
we don't know how we went. Did we open the door? Is it locked?
We tried to open the door without breaking it down.
it opens.
Okay, good.
The
We didn't need to run into it.
the room straight ahead, you find some like vials of blue liquid. It's almost it's a thicker consistency of blood, and then you also find needles like that you would use to inject someone, and this blue liquid is inside those needles.
Question.
soldier
How
serum.
stable is it?
No, I wouldn't. I don't think you
Stable.
want it
Put it in
either.
my bag. What's gonna happen? Like, is it gonna break? Is there a chance that it'll break?
You're gonna put this in your bag.
Would it break? If
Are
I'm-
you touching this with your hands? Do you have gloves on?
No, we're burglars. We have gloves on all the time.
He's
You're
got a
still gonna
point.
take a bleed mark.
Wait,
This thing is bad stuff.
well, I didn't touch it yet. I mean, I was asking if is it like
Yeah,
if I put it in my bag.
It, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, okay.
if I put it in my bag, is it going to crack open and put?
It won't crack open, but it's gonna do some damage to your bag.
Is there a desk nearby?
Yes.
Okay, can we search the desk? Is there anything we find?
You don't really find much. It's kind of like the second floor
Wow.
where the papers.
Hey, I
are
kind of
like
let you
thrown
down on
over.
that one.
I
Is,
know.
is there?
What?
It looks like a writer that somebody like
It's- yeah.
photoshopped a grizzly on.
Yeah.
What are the needles? Is there anything in them?
Yes, blue liquid.
So, like, what is it like? If I took that in my bag, how would that work?
It would damage your bag.
in my bag.
It's probably this
It
we
probably-
don't touch it.
It's almost acidic based.
Okay,
So it's acid. Got it.
is there a
It's
chair?
not acid, but it's almost acidic based.
Is there a chair in that room?
Yeah.
Can I pick it up?
Yeah, dude.
A chair?
Yeah, I want to pick it up and throw it at the vials.
He wants to break the vial
What the-
so that it
No!
spills everywhere.
Exactly. Can I do that, please?
Have what's his name step
that-
in.
Zachariah is like,
Yeah,
what in the
for
world
real.
are you doing?
Kicks chair into the thing, so like 2 vials fall.
He grabs
The vials?
What are you gonna do? Should I roll for this?
No.
What does Zachariah do?
Nah, I kind of feel bad for using my tall tale twice already.
He grabs 7 of the vials, and he grabs 6 of the needles. So
How
that
many total were
leaves-
there?
There was 8 needles, and there were 10 vials.
What do you mean grab? Like I wasn't after the needles unless are they on the same shelf?
Well, you kicked the
They're-
chair towards them.
Yeah.
Oh,
it
right.
shook the table.
I thought
and
the
they were
needles
It
gonna
fall
shook the
over.
table, and they were gonna break. So now there's blue liquid
Smash.
on the floor, and it's melting. It's melting the
floor?
desk.
That's what I was hoping would happen. All right, we should go to the second room.
Immediately we evacuate the room.
We immediately go to the
However,
second room.
The stuff in the vials is acidic, whereas the stuff in the needles is not. So the stuff in the needles is stable.
Oh, so it's just sitting there on the floor?
Finished
Okay.
product. Maybe we could...
I'm gonna grab one of those.
Yeah.
Just one.
Okay. You grab the needle.
With gloves. I have gloves on.
Okay.
Yeah, I grab the needle.
So you're not gonna take a bleed mark then.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I'll take one too. I have gloves on.
Okay.
Hey.
Oh, you said you guys got gloves on?
No, we always do. We're burglars.
go.
What do you
So
expect from us?
so you're basically taking a broken syringe is what you're taking.
With-
Wait. Oh, I thought it had.
No, I'm grabbing.
No, because
one of the non-broken ones.
Zachariah took them all.
He grabbed the stuff that was everything else is broken.
I like to use slide.
I'm sorry if I didn't clarify that enough.
So
You
you
So
the
you're-
broken stuff's on the floor you can pick up if you want.
Oh, hold on.
look, slide a hand, steal it from him.
So if you
No,
have
I'm
something
like-
to put like the stable liquid in, you could do that. Is that what you're wanting to do?
No. Well,
Yes, but no.
Can I inject
what,
this stuff?
so
in my
is Zachariah
body?
Oh.
is Zachariah just standing there holding the things, or did he put them down, or what was he doing?
He's
with
holding them.
If I injected this, what would happen into my own body?
Bad stuff.
Yo,
Don't do it.
I'm just gonna run out the
Wait,
room.
well, you wouldn't know that, but
Okay. I'm gonna
I
run
mean-
out the room and stand by the second door.
Okay.
The one that isn't open. We'll let Zachariah finish the mess he made.
Zachariah's like, I need to tell Lucille to not let these children come back here.
Yeah,
Hey, listen, Zachariah. That was an accident, okay? Can I have one of those needles? I'm not planning to do anything crazy with it. It's just for research purposes.
He looks at you, and then he looks at your brother.
no, I'm not even there.
And
I
when
ran out the door.
he saw you run out.
Yeah.
He looks at, and then he looks back at you, and he goes, "No."
Who said
Fair
we had
enough.
a choice? No.
All right, there's one last room. What are you guys gonna do?
Do you
I still want to
Huh?
grab one of
Are
the
we
broken
done with that,
ones.
I mean,
'cause
other
I
than
think
the
it has
creature,
still a
which
little
I
bit,
do think
like,
we need
residue
to,
on
Okay.
it.
Is the cage like carryable? Like, can I carry the cage?
Yeah, there's it's gonna shake.
I thought it was big.
He's angry.
So what if I grab part of it and he grabs part of it?
I think this
How
would
big
be
is it?
a one-person thing. So if
Yeah.
somebody gets hurt,
So
only one
you're
of us.
you're holding the cage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you wearing gloves?
So
You got tar pig gloves.
the creature itself doesn't have any kind of contamination esque elements to it.
As long as it doesn't attack me.
Yes.
Okay.
As long as you don't get bit by it.
I'm gonna do my best to not get bit by it then.
So there's one last room on the left.
And I'm sitting in front of it. Are you with
I
me?
do.
I say we go in, yeah.
Hey,
I say we go into while I'm
Okay.
carrying this angry cage.
Well, they're in front of us.
How do you
now.
open the door?
real quick. I'm not wanting to go in here while you're carrying the cage. If that thing just, what is it agitated right now? Because if it just,
What if we
If
put
it
the
just
tarp
jumps.
over
It's
it
been
and
it's
carry
been
it?
Oh, hey, great question. What if we put the tarp back over it?
And carry it.
it'll calm down.
Okay, so we,
Well, I still don't think we should carry it.
yeah, okay.
Let's
So we
put-
throw the
It-
tarp
it's
back
like
over
you,
the
you get the
old boy?
feeling you get the feeling that it like gets agitated by light
Okay.
for some reason.
Okay.
Even though itself is glowing. Which
Yeah.
is weird.
Is the door locked?
Well,
Well, think about an angler
I would
fish.
Do what?
Think about an anglerfish.
Yeah. So
real quick, I think you should put that down over in like on the table or whatever. Just so it's.
What's wrong? And I.
I'm like, whoa,
The
dude!
creep-
I
the
do
creep
not
shot.
like. I do not like biters. Or spares. I don't know.
Yeah, that is a good question.
Okay.
What would you call it?
Spider bear.
Spider bear.
Or
Spider-
biter spares.
so you
Copyright
guys go into
infringement.
this last
Copyright
room.
infringement.
How do you open the door?
Hand on my gun, and I'm going to slowly open the door.
Okay. The door.
But
I
I want to open it so slowly that it annoys everyone, though.
Zechariah's just like. So the door opens. And inside this room, you find almost what looks like 3 people who are sitting in the corner with bags over their heads, and their hands are tied. And
Are they alive?
Hey.
Are they alive?
are you gonna check?
Well, I mean,
Go check.
You have the knife.
I'll let Mr. Biter Spare over
Alright,
here
He's holding
do
the
that.
thing. You gotta go
Well,
check.
I'll set it down and go check on him.
Okay.
I don't mind.
So how do you do it?
So I set the bear
Mm-hmm.
thing down.
With the drop cloth on it?
The biter, yeah. I set the biter down,
It's like snoring now. It's like.
and I go over there and like I guess I just like touch the shoulder of one of them to see if like they're alive or anything. So
They are alive.
okay.
They are.
Wait, do they have the physique of female or males?
Are
the
the
females?
Females that were
Yeah,
kidnapped.
Just making sure.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Okay.
I was saying
It's-
transgendered somehow.
You can. They are very similar in height, and you can tell that these are like
Potentially
They-
our guys.
potentially our guys.
there-
Yeah.
Anything
So
else I know?
is there an easy way to rip the hoods off, or are they like attached in
They're
some
just
sort of
tied.
crazy way? So I can just
I'm like, wait. Guys, we may or may not have found some weird serum with some blue liquid that may or may not have been spilled accidentally. And there's a high chance these guys might have been injected with them.
Can we do it like
I'd be careful
Can we do a focus?
just
not
to be
focus.
sure.
They're zip tied, right? Their hands.
Yeah, their hands are like
Okay, well,
tied
you
by
can take
ropes.
the bags off their head.
yeah.
Wait, can I do?
Yeah, but just be careful.
Can I
So
do this?
so like
I don't
as
want
you
anybody
say
to
that,
Do that again.
Yeah, I want to do it again.
as you say that, Boswell just goes and pulls the
So-
like just stares at you as he like
You-
went the bag.
You can see
Okay.
that like out of one of the 3, put up more of a fight, like in terms of like he's more bruised than the others are.
Okay.
That's all you can really kind of deduce.
Alright,
I'm
I've yoinked the mask off of contestant number 1.
They're all lined up next to each other. So which one did you
The
do?
one on the left.
Okay,
Because I'm gonna
so
go down the row.
down the row. So then you have just taken the. You said left.
Yep.
You've just taken the mask off of one man. What do you ask him?
Do we recognize which one he is, or like, do we have any idea? Because one's Hubert, I know the name, but like, do I recognize
Does
faces
Zach-
to any of these?
Zach-
You weren't
know?
given faces.
Does Zachary know?
No, he doesn't know the faces either.
Okay, so but we're still suspecting that these are our kidnapped people.
Yeah,
Okay,
they have
so-
like their personal information on them.
Can they? Are their mouths tied too?
No.
Okay,
They're
so
just like you might need to.
They're in
You know.
trance kind of thing.
Yeah, kind of.
all right, so I finished taking the bags off the other 2, and I like kind of like
Wake
tossle
them
them a little to wake them up.
Oh,
Hi, bud. Hey.
where am I?
The Strongman Factory.
The strong arm.
Strong arm. Yes, that one. That's what I said.
How in the world did I get here?
Well, that's a good question.
That's what we were gonna
what kind
ask
of-
you.
what kind
Who are
Actually,
you? Who are all of you?
Marley boys.
But the bottom of us.
We've been over to your house
You
before.
might know me. I'm Steve Rogers.
We're investigators sent to help you.
Boswell McCall.
yes.
And Steve Rogers and the
And-
Marley boys.
Dude, these guys are famous.
Did you guys cut the stuff off of his arms?
Not yet.
Okay, he's like, how did I get here? Who's the dude in the suit?
We don't know. We found
He's-
you.
he's-
And
his name's Frank Sinatra. We don't worry
he's
about
our
You should just
our
call off
partner.
to find you.
He's-
I don't know.
okay. What are you
I have
all?
knife, but no.
What are you guys?
Well, apparently you got kidnapped working on a project. We believe.
Yes.
What project were you working on?
We were working on overseas shipment of new metals.
What
New
Real quick,
kind of metals?
There's a new type of iron that has been coming overseas. Like, if you could really just let me go, I would really appreciate it.
Friend,
Hold on.
you're a little insistent
We
for
should
that,
go to
which
the
I
bar.
understand why you would be, but let's talk some things out first, then we'll set you free.
Okay.
real quick.
all
This
right.
is the Bart, right? Is this Bart we're talking to, or
Number one.
You haven't asked.
The guy on the left.
what's your name?
I'm Thomas Elwin.
Okay, and then next one in line. Wait, what's your name?
We didn't
Did you
lift the
take the
bag
bags
off
off of his
yet.
head?
Yeah,
Yes.
I yoinked all 3 bags.
Oh.
Okay, and he woke them all up too.
Yeah.
Hubert Gentry.
And what's your name?
Frank Lawrence.
Frank, remember we robbed your house? Like, when
I don't know you. I've never met you in my
It's
life.
alright, we looked at your house, like, what was that last week?
Do you guys know? Do any of you guys have any clue how you ended up here, or is this everything a blank?
I was told to. The only thing I remember is that I was told on the phone by our boss that we needed to come in early, and the next thing I knew, I went outside to take a breath of fresh air, and I was almost knocked unconscious. It's like something creeped into my mind and overtook me, and I fell into a trance.
Creeped into your mind.
Yes.
Are they wearing
Like-
shoes?
You felt it in here?
Yes.
I see.
It
You know
entered
what that is?
my
No,
physique.
I don't. I'm just asking questions.
Are they wearing shoes? Like, do they have any shoes or something?
That's
like,
it. Are you trying to steal shoes?
No, I'm asking it.
It
Like,
would surprise
no,
me.
I'm just asking if they have no shoes on. Like,
I mean, if it's not nailed
They-
down, yeah, he's trying
They
to
still
take
have
it.
their clothes on.
no,
You
I'm
gonna
just
take
asking.
their clothes
I'm
too?
Just, no, specifically asking about. No, okay, I'm not.
They-
All right, everybody
okay,
shoots off now.
Let me tell you this. What they were sleeping in, basically, which is like PJs, is what they're wearing.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
because
okay.
I was trying. That's what I was trying to.
So like 1917 sleepwear.
I was
Okay.
wearing onesies.
Hold on, fellas.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, honestly, a onesie would be quite comfy. I'm just
Yeah.
but
Of the things
so
that get
hold
kidnapped.
on, fellas. Did you all get the same phone call?
They look at all three of them and they're like, they all said that you all need to be in here at a certain time. And they're like, yeah. And then we all
Who
just
was
ended
it
up-
that called you?
Our boss,
What's
Bart?
his name?
Bartholomew.
Interesting.
It was his
So
voice.
this is a good moment to reveal the name of the person on the letter.
I feel like
It
we're
was
part
Bart.
of the mystery gang right
yeah,
now.
Bart.
So Bart or
He's
from,
behind this?
hold on, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to these guys.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. I'm asking people one time. Scream outside my phone.
Sir, look,
Shove it in.
I
your
know
mouth.
that
Did you-
this is about. and then
Shove your fingers in your
Frank Lawrence goes, sir, my wife and kids are worried sick. If
shoved
we
ice
could
cream.
just go home,
You'll
please.
get there soon.
We'll get you there. Don't worry about that. We'll get you there. But we got to take care of a couple of
We
things
need-
first. This is a long road to hoe. All right,
Okay.
so just
Wait.
hold on.
Just a second.
I want to do something real quick. So you wanted to use this earlier, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so at this point now, kind of talking to them,
Oh,
sorry, go
ahead.
You've
I'll ask her after
you've
this.
seen something that's definitely odd.
Should I roll for it?
No. Putting together that you guys have seen syringes, and out of one of
A
these
biter.
three has been injected with this liquid.
That's what I was going to ask. If
Are they like? Is one more pale than the others?
Do I know which one it was?
I was going to say, look for
Neil Mars.
Neil
Yeah,
Mars.
yeah, that's a good point.
Wait, they're in their PJs. So, hey, does anyone have ripped sleeves?
Or rolled up sleeves.
Well, I mean, what?
Are they
I'm
naked?
trying to think of
What
what,
do I
the
know?
1970s sleeper would look like.
1917.
It would be a robe, basically.
17.
No,
They
it-
got the
like-
pants and the
Well, the
full
onesies
shirt.
wouldn't have been far off either.
Okay, yeah. So we'll say one of them has like a ripped sleeve. It's Thomas Elwin.
Is that number left, middle, or the right?
Left.
I'm gonna.
The first one you questioned.
Okay, I'm gonna tell everyone. What I just with the
Show them,
syringes.
yeah.
It's robes, guys. Or this is the style.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
It's
tell
just,
everyone.
it's just long.
I'm pretty
long
sure
stuff.
this
Close.
guy,
Yeah,
Thomas
it's
Elwin.
close.
I'm pretty sure Thomas Elwin was injected with the serum. draw my gun just in case. I'm like not sure if this guy's crazy.
What are you talking about?
So-
I'm
I
stepping
don't
back.
remember this.
I'm gonna step
So-
back 6 feet.
Can I like roll whatever arm to look and see, like, since he's bound, can I roll it
Yeah.
and kind of? So I look at it and I'm like, ooh, partner, we're gonna need you to stay in these just a little bit
You
longer.
should check the other ones too,
What-
just to be sure.
Sir, I just want to go home to my wife and kids, please.
Well, I don't want nothing more than to get you there. But
What do you do with the others? Are you
Check
going
the
to free
others,
them
make
too,
way.
or are you going
Yeah,
to
we
leave
should-
them?
Yeah.
so-
Let's start checking them.
While he's doing that, we have the biter in here, right? In the room with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Just to make sure.
Just to let you guys know,
unattended.
this is now anything you do now is now a high stress situation.
Excellent. Sweet.
Oh, wonderful. I wanna kind of back up to the door, kind of keep an eye on behind us, just in case.
Okay.
I'm
Really
gonna
don't
roll
know
a
how to
hide.
use that.
I want to hide.
You want to hide? Okay.
Literally want to hide. So, I'm also gonna use.
Are you
drive.
hiding in the room? Or are you
I'll let
hiding
you know
outside the
when, yeah.
banner?
Not many places to hide, but
Where exactly upon the 3rd floor are you hiding?
Wait, why are you hiding?
it's a good question. I don't know.
Okay, so I want
High
to
stress. I want
I
to
want
hide.
to use a focus,
I want to hide in the room.
and I want to gild it and use a drive
Okay.
as I throw that over there. So let me mark my stuff here real quick.
Can I roll a hide real quick?
Do you want to do?
Want to hide in that room?
Okay. I'm just gonna say you can hide.
Okay.
Dragon's Eye will be gilded.
Okay.
Definitely taking the 3 out of the 2.
Is it a 6?
3
Three.
and 1.
Oh, a 3 and a 1. Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's a 6. Yeah.
so you rolled you rolled the check to see if you start examining
To
all
see,
3 of them
like,
or just Thomas.
I was really inspecting like body language and stuff. I want to see how close we are to like boiling over point.
Thomas is starting to get a little agitated because he doesn't know what's going on, and the other 2 are basically kind of like
I feel like
they're like
gonna-
The same boat.
they're like
or...
did you tell all of them?
Oh, that would've been a
out
read.
loud
Oh,
that they're it's Reed.
It would have been a read, but
Okay.
since I did it as focus,
I did say out
focus,
loud that
we'll-
about the vials, and this guy made it. He's probably the one who got shot.
Okay,
Like,
so
injected.
but you said it out loud.
Yeah.
That there is possibility that Thomas
Yeah.
was
So,
injected.
so he heard it.
and I
Okay, so
wanted
he
to
heard.
check-
So the other 2
wanted to-
are like injected. What do you mean injected?
and
What are you
and that's
talking
why
about?
we're checking the others to see if they got injections. I feel like all 3 got injected, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I'm like, hold on just a second, y'all. Here.
He's
bro,
not
can
even
you
in the
watch
room. He's hiding.
Hold on, bro. I'm.
Telepathically.
Can I see him?
Telepathically,
I just say out loud to the room, bro. Can you please watch the door for us, just to make sure we're not sneak attack from behind?
I whisper enough so no one knows where I am, but it's loud enough to hear.
That pendant is starting to hum higher now.
I
Like
have
the
my
pitch
gun
has
at the door.
gone. Hold on. The pitch has gone from that low frequency click to now it's like starting to get higher. Oh, and
Alright.
by the way, also I forgot. Since you are holding the pendant, you have an extra gilded.
Ooh,
Yeah.
perfect.
So don't forget that. It's basically got like 1 charge on a guild, and you can do that every once per mission as long as you're holding the pendant. So if you choose to hold it after this mission or this session, you will have 1 extra gilded.
Okay.
That's cool.
I'm watching the door.
Okay, you're watching
I'm
the door,
hidden.
And then
you,
you're checking the other 2, right?
I thought he was checking them all.
I'll check them.
Okay.
okay.
I'm
you're
kind
checking
of
them.
guarding the freaking
Bear spider.
biter.
bear spider.
The biter or
I feel
whatever.
like
it is.
we
I'm next
should
to
call it
bear
The
spider.
crawler.
The brer.
the broomstick.
Spider bear.
You guys have
Bear.
you guys
Bear.
have deduced that that's called a crawler at this point.
Crawler.
Yeah.
I like spider bear.
A spider. Spider
You
bear.
would.
Spider bear.
Copyright.
Okay.
But
Sorry.
um,
Sorry, future Justin.
but this feels off. All of this feels off. I feel like we should get out of this tiny room and into the more open table area.
Well,
Okay.
so
But they're still
after he
tied
says
up.
all of this
But
feels
we need to
off,
make sure the others too.
But we can still move them.
But there might be the problem.
That's why.
Guys.
That's why I think we should get in a more open area.
Can I just shoot that guy who has the needle?
as soon
But
as
you don't know if the other 2 have needle marks.
I don't care.
Well,
Like,
why
we
are
know
we just
one
willing?
does.
We're not murderers. We don't just willy nilly
Alright.
shoot people.
Well, with all that aside, I think we should move to the bigger area.
Okay,
Okay.
before
But-
that,
but-
before you do the other two have needle marks? That's the question.
Yeah.
Roll me a read roll.
5.
No.
Just the one.
Yep.
Okay.
What were you gonna
Now
say?
we can
If
do
it was a one,
whatever.
would have been
Okay.
like, I don't
So-
maybe.
It would have been like, you don't know. You can't tell.
So, I think we should move to a bigger area,
Okay.
but
I
also
like this dice, by the way.
Or we move the
Well.
man into the cage with the spider bear.
He won't fit.
it's that big. Um,
Or how about get the other two out, crack the door open the spider.
Yeah.
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. No.
but I turned to the other 3
do?
hostage guys, and I'm like, listen, y'all,
I don't
we're
think
trying
moving
our
them's
best to help you.
necessary at the
But
moment.
in order to do that, we need y'all to cooperate. That includes you, Mr. Needleman. You,
I think his name's Tom.
in order to, I don't remember people's names. In order to protect your family, we have to make sure that you are okay to leave this place, whether you are needle bitten or not. That includes you two. Now we think that you two are clear.
Why are
but
you
we
talking
don't-
to us?
I'm imagining 3 people right here, okay? That includes you two. And so, to make sure that everyone's safe and that your families are safe, we have to remain here until everything is clear. Imagine this as a biohazard zone.
The other 2 are very compliant, and they look at each other. And
How many weeks have these guys been missing?
Like, wasn't it 3?
3.
Yeah.
So you don't know what's happened the past 3 weeks?
Let's
No.
not encourage the situation.
No. Hang on. We got to find out some information.
No,
So-
we
You've been
don't know.
'Cause they've been
unconscious for 3 weeks.
Yeah, they've been
Frank-
unconscious.
Frank goes, I've been here. He's like, he's like, we've been here for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
They thought it like, what, 3 hours?
He looks at Thomas, and he goes, how long have you been in here for? And Thomas, from what you had said, he's starting to get very agitated. He's like, I don't care how long I've been here. I have a wife and kids I have to get back to. I have something I have to do. I have to provide for them. And I'm tired of sitting here, and I'm tired of you guys asking me these questions. Now, are you going to let us go or not?
I'm thinking.
This is no good.
Partner, I need you to take a breath.
What breath?
Count to 10! You should draw your knife.
All right. With that, I'm like, okay. I grab the other 2. I'm like, come on, y'all. Are their feet bound or not?
Yes.
Bound. Yes. Okay.
Are they tied to the chairs?
No, they're not tied to the...
Yeah.
They're in the corner. They found them in the corner of the room. They're all next to each other.
That's what I thought.
They were
Is
in
there a way
timeout.
we can get a hold of somebody from Candela from this place?
Yeah. Zach can get...
Zachary.
can call Lucille on the
I'm
phone.
gonna do it.
Zach, why don't you get Lucille on the phone and let's start getting some guys down here. Start getting the ball rolling on getting these guys out of here.
All right, I'm on it, McCall. And he steps out of the room to call Lucille.
Just keep an eye on the door. Keep
still
an eye on the
I'm
table room.
Still looking
rather.
at the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is
Hidden. No one can see me. Stealth check, 100.
So you guys brought him out into the big room?
Yes.
I don't
Okay,
know
so
if
We
I
bring them
want
all,
to
bring them all out in the
necessarily.
big room, and we
He's
have
not
them pretty
posing
much
a
set up
threat.
right in
He's
front
just
of the
agitated,
table.
which
Wait, am I
anybody in
still
this
hidden in
situation
that
would be
hole?
agitated. So I don't want to
No.
just knock him out just for the
I'm
sake of
sorry,
knocking him
hidden
out.
on
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And
So
now,
what do
now
you-
if you
what
don't
do you
mind,
guys
could
do
you watch
now?
the stairs?
Yeah, I'm watching the stairs and I'm hidden in the hallway.
Yeah.
Where's Tom at?
Tom, what'd you do with the 2 guys?
Tom is the one with the mark.
You guys
the
are in
Neo-
that big
Well,
room.
we,
with
we
the
brought
cages
them all
to
into the big room now.
the big room. That's what happened.
Man, we turned
I'm
our backs
hidden.
for
I'm
1
watching
second.
the stairs.
What happened? Where's
Well, Dylan said it, I guess. They're like, is it okay with y'all if we move to the big room now? It's just more space. Feel like would be beneficial to everybody.
the small room
It's already
combines-
happened.
It's already...
Yeah,
Okay,
the
yeah.
small
So-
room keeps the
so we're gonna-
combined troublemaker, if he's going to transform or not, into a small room. It's now he's out in the open.
Well, allows
Okay.
us to have more space.
So
to
what do you
breathe.
guys... What do you guys do
You
with
can
the 3?
shut the door. You can
Well,
shoot.
okay, how about I'm gonna take the 2. We're gonna sit in the hallway, and while they're just literally, looking at this, checking their body for bruises, I'm just gonna watch the stairs. I'm thinking.
So you're taking...
Yeah.
Are you guys
actually,
okay- are
how
you
about I
guys
take the
okay
other
with
2?
that?
How about I take the other 2 to his car You know.
What do you guys want to do? Are you guys okay
Fine,
with that?
you're
or-
gonna watch
Yeah.
Tom.
You're watching Tom?
I don't have a gun. I only have a knife.
So
But I'll.
Okay. So
I want to stay close to that situation.
so you're staying with him
Yeah.
and
Me too.
Tom, and then you are too.
Yeah, if you
are
could have
with,
your gun
you're with
prepared
the
and
other
ready
two?
just
yeah,
in
and I'm
case,
following
that'd
Zach
be great.
out to the car.
Zach's not going out to the car. He's right outside the third floor
Alright,
talking
then I'm
to
just
you.
we're gonna go to the car so we can get
Why
the-
do you always run?
Go
Well, no, I don't run. I'm just
No.
okay.
He's-
I'm
he's
thinking
making
of-
sure
You
the-
leave by yourself.
Yeah,
what
I'm
if
not.
what if
I'm-
those two guys jump you?
Okay, then that's what happens. But they don't know what to do. They're confused. I'm thinking if I walk them outside, they can sit next to the car until
No,
like,
they're
Candela
gonna
gets-
run.
Okay.
I think that they should not go that far. Maybe
Okay.
down to the second
Yeah.
floor in the cafeteria.
Can we
Alright.
can we see any signs of
We're going to the
any
cafeteria.
struggle
And
or
yell if
any
you hear anything,
anything
I'll
like
whisper.
wrong in the area?
When you guys examined the table, you definitely could see that it had been makeshift almost to like a doctor's table.
The
where
big
the-
one in the center of the room.
Yeah, to where there are straps where like they were strapping these people down and possibly
These
doing
people.
experiments on
yeah.
them.
Yeah, these people.
These people. These three gentlemen. When you say these people,
Well, no, because I'm telling you, the others two
yeah,
don't
okay.
need to be going
I know.
off with you.
Well, okay. He suggested we go to the cafeteria because they haven't eaten in 3 weeks.
okay.
I
So
think
we're going to the
That's a
cafeteria.
good point, actually.
We're gonna get.
So
some
you're
Marley
getting food
eat.
and bringing it back up.
I'm thinking we eat there and then come back.
So what do you? All right. So let's see what do you guys want to do with Thomas? This
He's
the most
staying in
important
the
thing.
table room.
Shoot him
What do
in
you
the
do
back.
with him?
He stays tied up on a chair in the table room.
I say we lean him, like sit him up like comfortably against the table, like on the ground, so he's like sitting.
Thomas looks at you and he goes, "If you guys aren't gonna cooperate with me,
Strap them down. Strap
I
them
guess
down.
I need to take things into my own hands."
Maybe the light.
And by saying that, you see the rope just break
Okay.
on his.
As
problem.
he does that, I want to do a control move and push these two out of the way to safety.
Oh, and as soon as you do that, he looks dead at you, and you see that his eyes go from what were like hazel to.
Do
like,
I need to roll for what I wanted to do?
Yeah. Roll for what was it? That's a control.
Yeah, and I'm going to
Yeah.
use a drive.
Okay, so roll for control to push those two away. But while you are attempting to do this, he's breaking the binds on him basically. So he's starting with his hands. He breaks
Sorry,
his
guys.
hands, and then he breaks his feet
Okay.
as well.
So I rolled a 4.
Okay.
Regardless.
We'll
double
say
force.
We'll say that
Oh, you can't see that.
you push
Still can't.
you. So you're not even in the room.
No, he's in the cafeteria with the other two.
You're
You
always
dingus.
gone
I'm
during a
always
moment.
gone.
Listen, I think it was a good idea because we don't need more casualties.
So
Yeah.
What
we
if they
don't.
turn?
Okay, I have a gun.
They are
So
cooperating
with-
a lot better.
so with that 4,
I think they're fine.
you.
Me?
I
It is a
want
mixed
you.
success.
Yeah, it's a mixed success. So we're gonna say that you have enough time to roll me another d6, and we're gonna say that even is Bob and odd is Steve. So I just need to know if it's an even or odd
Even.
number. Okay, so even is Steve.
Even Steven.
Even is Steve.
Even Steven.
So you have enough time to push Steve out of the way. Enough time to react to push Steve out of the way. Whereas, as soon as you're trying to push Bob, you see upon Thomas's appearance, it changes and it goes from almost within a blink of an eye. You see his eyes turn into this blue, but he starts to have like this black like smoke coming off of him, and you see his hand. One of his hands turns and it like the smoke kind of like wraps around his hand, like extending the hand on his right hand and his left hand. Like he points it out like this, and it turns into like this like blackish looking like
Sword.
blade almost.
Ooh.
And as he sees you push Steve out of the way, he goes, "Fresh prey," and he goes and he latches for you with his hand. And
Isn't his feet bound?
huh?
No, he broke all
He
of
broke
the
it.
bindings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's super serum.
And his voice changes too, and he goes, instead of saying it like he normally would, he says, "Ah, fresh prey," and he goes for you, and he tries to reach at you with that like withered looking hand.
Okay.
And why don't you make me a
Can I not shoot?
Distract.
Yeah, I mean, do you want to shoot now?
Are you in mortal danger?
This is a high tense situation.
Probably pretty close because I moved you out of the way to take a mark.
He's
What about that?
very close to reaching
Hold
you.
just a little bit longer.
Okay.
He's very close to reaching you. If you're gonna shoot for it, you might want to do it now.
Okay. Yeah.
So you're gonna shoot.
Okay, so
Make a
whip that
control
up then.
roll.
Well, do you think I should wait, or you got
Go
this?
ahead. Go ahead and use it.
You want to use a gilded?
He's going to use his specialty move, Tactician.
When you are in danger scenario, you may spend 1 nerve to ask the GM a question. How do I get to safety? What poses the largest imminent threat to my circle? Where is the target note going to
It has to just be along those lines. He doesn't have to ask you one of those three. So, like, does he... Well, I'll let you ask your own question. You're a big guy.
Do I shoot him, or do I try to get him out of the way?
I would get him out of the way. But if you get him out of the way, he's going to reach for someone.
Let me take this mark. It'll be all right.
Okay. So, Thomas, with the reaction of you seeing this, I would assume you just kind of watch as Thomas reaches out towards Boswell and, like, touches your chest. And you feel this, like, necrotic pain come upon you. And you just start feeling, like, this searing pain inside of you. I need you to take a body mark.
A body?
Yep.
Okay.
And it burns, like this pain burns, and you see the hand get bigger, like the smoke kind of starts to trail up the whole body now, almost like it's starting to change its appearance into like where more smoke is coming off. It's like something's going on here. So knowing that he was injected with something's about to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are you doing in this moment as you're seeing your friend get touched by this like necrotic looking like hand?
Yeah,
The smoke looking hand.
But we're coworkers.
Yeah, I just tried to save you.
I appreciate it. Now I'm gonna try to save you. I want to get up behind him and try to take my knife and slide it across his throat.
Across mine?
No, Frank.
Make a control roll.
friend he is.
Doing me a mercy, I guess.
Make a control roll.
How do you make it gilded? Do you just take one of the drives?
You erase it.
Yeah, that's you. No,
It has to be. The diamond has to be.
Yeah, it has to be there.
Okay,
So
gotcha.
yeah, but you can use your drives.
But you could, you could use.
Drive to get another die?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Adds a d6.
You can now go up to 6 dice.
Yeah, and actually, since you have 3 there, you have resistance. So fill in that triangle to signify, like, to let you know you have. So you can re-roll, like, if you choose to.
That means I also have resistance here.
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, I'm going to use one of them. And I imagine you have to fill in the bottom square.
Tiny
one.
So you always keep the bottom square filled in, so you know which ones to fill in.
Gotcha. I did not do that beforehand.
Well, now you know.
Yeah. The more you know. The more you know. All right, here we go. 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go to slit his throat.
Yeah.
And you are able to wrap your hand around. I would assume you wrap your hand around his body a bit above, like his head.
Yeah.
And then slice.
Yeah, like that.
Well, after you do that, Thomas falls to the ground and the smoke dissipates. And then a second passes. And then something happens to where it's almost like he starts to mutate. And you see his body like start twitching. And his blood's not red. His blood's blue.
Partner, I think you may want to step back a bit.
Yeah, with that, I jump back towards the stairs, and I'm like, guys, we need to leave.
And you, after these seconds, so are you all going to start running then?
Yeah.
I am.
You are?
Yeah.
And then what are you going to do?
Yeah.
And you're not there.
I'm cafeteria.
What are you going to do with the other two?
Well,
the other two, mind you, they're seeing. Oh, you're in the cafeteria on the second floor.
With
Okay.
them.
with them, and they're like, "What's the commotion going on upstairs? What's going on?"
Let's take our food to go. We just find like a few.
What food? Where's the food at?
Dude, I like give
Our
them,
food's at home with our wives and kids.
I pass them 2 bread rolls, like 2 tiny bread rolls, and then we're just gonna wait. Their hands are unbound, right?
So you shove
No, their hands are not unbound.
Oh,
You shove the rolls in their mouth.
yeah.
Still got stuck in it.
As I'm running, I'm hollering for Zach.
Is that Zach? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, Zach, we
He's
gotta
like-
go.
He's like, "Help's on the way."
We're running.
As I run downstairs, I'm like, bro, it is hot up there. Let's go.
He's like, so as you guys are, so you're the last one to leave.
I thought I was the first
I
one.
thought he
You're
was.
the-
I
this is
would be the last
So
one.
you're the last one to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it
So
was him.
when you are when you're running down the stairs, you hear the door bust open, and upon seeing this, the right arm, the now it's not smoke anymore. Like the blade's just it's solid. It looks like it's actually going to hurt now, and
I see
upon
that.
his throat, his head is cocked back, and now there are hands
Oh,
reaching out
man.
of his throat. Some are like tentacle-esque kind of hands, and then others are there's like 3 tentacles and 1
The
hand.
Hydra.
I see all of this.
And it's like the tentacles like yeah, it's you're like, this is creepy.
Yeah,
This is-
I was gonna say if my response is, well, that's not terrifying.
yeah.
So do we call
And it-
Ghostbusters or?
We are the Ghostbusters.
This ain't no ghost, friend.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
We are the Ghostbusters.
This you might
So-
want to be afraid of.
So what do you guys do?
Well, since I'm the
we're
first
running-
one, I run over to the hostage, the other guys, and I start
since you have
unbinding
experience,
them.
You
I
start
guess
unbinding
the gun
them.
won't
Starting
do
with the
any
feet.
Okay,
Huh?
starting with the
The gun
feet.
won't do
Both
any
of their
good?
feet
They're
first.
like, are we finally get to go home to our wives and kids?
I mean, you can fire.
we
at
finally
it.
get to
Wait,
definitely
wait, wait,
premises.
Okay, good.
It depends on
I
what
assume
he's
their feet
what
weren't
all
down,
he's
'cause How
done.
else are they gonna
with
just
this
hop
character.
downstairs with me to the cafeteria? I gotta assume we unbound
So-
the feet.
I would assume that you helped them hop down to
So-
the cafeteria.
Okay.
Everyone's out, or
Well,
like
I'm
we're
a-
on
I'm-
our way out.
Everyone's out of the 3rd floor, from what I understand.
So we're on the 2nd floor.
yes.
Headed to, I guess,
Headed
because
to-
I'm not quite there yet. Apparently.
Yeah.
I thought I was
Are you guys
last
headed
one, but-
outside the building?
Were you?
Yeah.
'Cause I thought
Yeah,
I was.
that's the
Well,
you
destination
can.
that we're hoping for.
Okay, so you guys are taking
I'll be
Frank
right there, like in front of you.
and
Okay, perfect.
Sinatra.
El-
Isn't it?
you guys are taking Frank and Hubert to the car.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually,
So I'm-
While this abomination, which was once Thomas, is now chasing you in the abandoned the
So-
abandoned warehouse.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm a step ahead of him.
Okay.
Do I see any of this? The thing chasing us?
Oh yeah, you hear it and you see it.
Okay, so
Like, I would've-
as I'm running, can I shoot at the thing?
Yeah. You have another control.
I didn't erase
You
the
do
last
have a control.
Yes, he has one last control.
Well, let's switch it up. Let's do. What do you have?
A strike.
Burn a move for me. Burn a move, because you're moving at the same time and shooting.
4.
Ah.
You so you go to pull your gun out. And
I
you
already
shoot.
had it out.
Oh, oh yeah, because you're carrying it like
Yeah.
this, right? You go and you fire the gun and you nick Thomas right in the shoulder, and you see him go. And as that bullet rips through him, you see another tentacle start to
God.
sprout out.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah.
At least it slowed him down a little bit. Give him a little more time.
He's not. He doesn't speak. He can't speak now. So he's just.
Okay.
He's just.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Was there anything massive and heavy that we saw, like a boat hole or anything,
Was
in
it-
the area where all the
Um,
metal was?
Wasn't there
There-
a hammer press? You said like,
Yeah. There's a power hammer.
because we could use that.
That's okay. So that's what I'm headed towards.
Okay,
I'm
you're
gonna-
headed towards
I'm
power
gonna-
hammer.
I'm gonna
Are
try
you
and
gonna try to
distract
lure
him.
You're
Yeah.
gonna try to lure him to the
Yeah.
power hammer. Okay.
I know I'm
It's
taking the
a decision.
hostages, like to safety,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna
Is
run.
They, they can
In this-
do they can
in-
do all that.
Thomas is dripping with blue goo now.
Real quick.
Like it's all over him.
Was the
You think
the power on at
Finger
all this
can
entire
help?
time?
Oh, I
or
totally
is
forgot
it
about that.
off?
There's a
It's
couple
still,
lights
it's
on.
still upstairs.
Okay, so the power is
Well,
on.
maybe
Yeah.
I grab.
Okay.
No,
It's
do it
about
now.
Yeah, we're gonna have to
We'll
go back
say
up
that
and grab
2
that thing
hours
once
have
we get rid
passed,
of this other
so
thing.
it's about now 5:00 on a Tuesday, or it's 5:00.
Oh,
It's 5:00 this Tuesday evening now.
Is that what did Zach say? How fast is help getting here?
It should be here within the next. 11 minutes.
boy.
I don't think we can hold him off that long.
So Boswell pulls out his guitar and starts playing and starts singing one of his top songs to distract the creature to get it to follow him.
It just like with the head like kind of like cocked back now from the cutthroat like hears you and like just kind of like starts heading your way. You can't see its face because the head is just like it's almost like the neck's broken and everything sprouting out of the neck has caused the head to
Good job. You
fall
should have left him.
forward.
Should have left
Not
him in
like
the room.
push in on itself, but like cock back to where it's almost like curled up.
All right, so here's the plan. I'm going to draw it to the hammer thing,
Okay.
and I'm going to dive out of the way. You turn on the switch or whatever to smash it with said hammer thing.
Okay.
And
That's what I'm doing.
yeah. So
Okay.
that's what we're doing.
Okay, so you're luring Thomas to the hammer press,
Yes.
and
I'm gonna flip the switch.
you're gonna flip the switch. Okay, so Thomas is slowly encroaching upon the hammer press, moving slowly from being riddled by bullets and getting his neck sliced. But upon hearing the music, he starts to pick up his pace a little bit as he goes down the stairs. And with the hammer press, it's kind of like at the edge of the... It's like in a big open spot in the first floor. Not far from where, like, say some, like, belts are, or where, like, kind of like a belt system is. Next to some other machinery, like a stationary sander or kind of like a grinding wheel and stuff like that. So he's making his way through all the... Yes?
What's the factory made out of?
Metal?
No, so the walls and everything are metal?
Yes.
Yeah, it's metal sheeting. Because they manufactured metal sheeting and they made their factory out of metal sheeting.
Okay. That makes me think of like a tycoon on Roblox.
Now, inside the wall, there are studs. However, like the like where there would be drywall,
So there's no possible outcome of me driving through the factory to ram the car into the guy?
you could try. However, you're going to hit machinery.
Do we want to risk the car?
No!
I love
It's his car,
Don't
not
risk.
your car.
Don't risk.
I did it before.
This
Yeah, we
is
will.
true.
Okay, we'll leave our Sleeping Beauty.
But the thing is
what's
what's the
it?
wreck
What's
gotta
her first
wreck
name?
next.
Yeah.
Rita.
Okay.
Rita's
So-
gonna be okay.
Okay. So, Thomas is slowly encroaching upon the power hammer, and he's you hear the pendant start to speak.
What's it say?
The pendant says, and it doesn't say out loud, it says it in your mind, since you're the one holding it. It says, "Nothing will stop my purpose. Not even this thing that you've mangled." And as he slowly encroaches upon the power hammer, I want you to make me a... So you're going to lift him? Like, try to get him in the power hammer?
I'm gonna basically be in the power hammer too, and then dive out. So it on him.
Okay, I want you to make me a move roll.
I don't have that as an actual move. So do you want me to do that? Like it's not one of my
Use a
actions.
Well,
Strike.
you know
Do you
what?
want
I can
me-
do it.
Do you want
Zach
me?
is, upon seeing
no, I don't-
this,
I don't have
Zach's
move either.
gonna... Well, you remember you had the gilded.
I was gonna use the guild dice, so that'll give me 2. But like, do you?
Zach's gonna give you a gilded.
Okay, so
He's
3.
gonna look at you and he's like, "Let's hope this works."
All right, so with that, I'm like, well, if this isn't gonna stop your purpose, I guess I'm gonna hope you're on my side. And I flip the pendant open, and I go to jump out of the way
Okay.
But you flip it over.
with a 4.
Okay. You jump out of the way, but upon doing so, with trying to be agile, you trip.
Okay.
And you stumble upon some of the near-around equipment.
Okay.
So I need you to take a body mark.
At this point, am I able to come back inside from?
Oh, I'm getting ready to flip the switch. I got to roll for the
Oh.
switch.
So you make it would be... let's say it's not a strike. Well,
Control.
Yeah, let's do do you have another control?
Wish I had a tall tale to give you.
Which one's control? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so make another control for me.
5.
5. That machine, when that switch hits, the machine sputters, but then it goes off, and whenever Thomas is in there, that abomination that slowly is just making these noises, and the tentacles and whatnot coming out of this throat and its shoulder just get smashed, and it just repetitively just starts smashing this thing, and you notice after this
more than mashed taters.
And you after seeing this happen, like all these tentacles and whatnot come out of this man, you would think normally in human logic that if someone's going to get hit hard enough with something, that there's got to be a lot of mess. And there is. But it's not what you would imagine. It's just straight blue. It's straight blue liquid. There's no red blood in this man's body anymore.
So it's seeping over. Is it like acid or is it the sustained?
It's stable.
With the stuff that was in the syringe.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not acidic base, but it's stuff that you still wouldn't want to touch.
Okay, I'm gonna come back in and check on Bobby.
Oh yeah. So what I've imagined is as soon as we all got to the bottom of the stairs, he started moving towards the machine, and you started moving towards the machine, and you started playing your guitar, and I stood by the door watching everything happen to make sure that I would close the door before he got outside.
Okay.
Not that it would matter because it's sheet.
Because y'all kind of decided your fate.
Yeah.
That you led them out to the car and put them in the car.
Yeah, I also put our goodies in those.
Yeah, and I imagine you kept the keys on you because otherwise they would drive other way.
So
yes.
So the risk is basically gone. Now that this is that.
Oh,
Thomas
by the way, I'm going back up to get the spider wolf.
Oh, you go. Okay,
Spider
so you go back
bear.
up to get
That's a good important detail.
spider bear. Okay, so we have all of our evidence. Zach looks at all of you and he goes, "I'm glad all of you are in one piece. That thing, I don't know if I've ever seen anything like that before with all the years I've been doing this.
That one was a bit wild.
That
was
wild.
crazy.
I've never seen a man who had blue blood before. Bright blue blood.
We call them people blue bloods.
But just the Smurfs, you know.
He looks at all of you and he goes, "Well, we have our evidence. Are we ready to leave?"
I am. I don't want to come back here.
I could go for a nap.
So,
all right, let's collect our... Sorry, go on.
I was just going to say, yeah, we got the spider, you got the pendant,
and the organ. You have you have needles.
Did the organ do anything during the whole thing?
It's still pumping.
It's in the
It's beating.
container.
And it is confirmed a heart. It did crawler heart.
Did it come out of that crawler?
No.
It came out of a different one.
Yeah. So we have all our evidence. We're ready to leave.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I get in. What's it?
Rita.
Rita. I get in Rita to drive.
I do the keys. Unless you want me to drive.
Yeah, that's
so
nice. I don't trust you enough.
You guys
Good.
You
call.
trust me enough to neighbor though.
collect all your evidence, and you guys go back to meet.
Is Zach with us or with them?
Oh, did help ever arrive?
Probably.
Yeah, it came there and it was able to clean everything up. And the help, it was basically like they came in contamination suits with like older type masks and whatnot. They almost look like they're not prototypes, but
well,
they're
it
definitely
would have been like the ones that
Yeah.
came out like right here and almost kind of sounded like.
Yeah.
So
they come in, they're like, "We're gonna clean the mess up here. You guys go ahead and head on back to the abandoned airport."
Yeah, and just so you know, there's a little bit of an acid spill in the top floor.
I feel like
Zach had something to do with it. He kind of did something weird, but yeah.
Wait, at this point,
there's a chair involved.
I've been told not to talk to you.
Listen. It doesn't matter how it happened. It's just that we all forgive Zach. we all forgive Zach.
Zach's like, "Stop blaming me."
Boswell just like gives Zach a look like.
I'm pretty sure the acid would have seeped down to the first floor by
We
now.
all make mistakes.
Zach pulls out a hat and he goes,
We all
Let's
make
go.
mistakes. It's okay.
Can we leave?
We're all
Or
the
we
best
drive
at
off
everything.
with Jack?
"Okay, so you guys
We,
do what?"
we drive off without
Yeah,
him.
he is to keep an eye on you.
But
So
we drove off without him.
No,
Zach's going with you.
He's like the wind. He's already there.
Yeah.
What if we get more ice cream?
So you guys collect all your evidence and you guys go back to the abandoned airport. and Lucille greets you, and she says,
What's up with these
I heard
at
you guys
abandoned
had-
places.
"Huh?
What's up with these people at abandoned places?
Yeah,
They really like to pick
top secret.
cheerful places.
It's top secret."
Can we give it a nickname like the I don't know. Well, our circle name is a forgotten. It is a forgotten airport in Bannon. I feel like we should call it the Shaft. I don't know.
We'll work on it.
Shifty Shaft.
So Lucille comes out to greet you, and she says, "I see that you definitely had quite the battle with that thing. I heard about it. Zach told me that that Thomas sadly is. I don't know how we're going to explain this to his wife and kids, but their dad is now no longer with us. But you guys have definitely done some good, even though you guys may not see it. Even though sadly he lost his life, we don't know how he got in that predicament yet, but we're working on it."
And we couldn't
Yeah.
have
Well,
done this.
I have an idea of why.
Why?
Bart injected him with
Possibly Bart.
most likely Bart.
More
because
than
he's
likely,
the
and I
one-
hand over the letter.
She reads it and she goes,
But there's no name on it.
"Definitely heard some things about Bartholomew.
Yes.
Not positive, but we're gonna look into him.
Oh, also,
He apparently also has been off the grid, and we have not been able to find him. We've been searching for him, but we can't spot him."
yeah. Also, the Thomas,
Thomas.
the killed guy.
Yeah.
He was talking about how there's something he needed to do, and that he kept saying he wanted to go back to his wife and children. But I imagine that's not the reason he wanted to leave. But there was apparently something of post haste intensity needed. So I'd imagine we want to look more into was it strong arm?
Yes.
Factory.
Yeah, the
strong arm factory business.
Yeah.
I want to check that out a little more.
Okay. We will do that. For now, you guys have. Do you guys hand over everything to Lucille?
What is that?
I keep the pendant.
You keep the pendant.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Should
I
we
don't.
keep
We don't hand it over anything.
the spider?
What about the
there for
organ?
pet?
You hand the
No.
organ over.
I know. That'd be amazing, but no. Do what?
You hand the organ over.
Yeah.
No.
You're gonna keep it all.
I'm gonna keep the heart too.
Okay. So what about you with the needles? You gonna keep them?
Well, I didn't get the needles and blood.
Remember Zach?
Zach grabbed them.
Oh yeah,
Well, no, you
was
took
it? Zach grabbed them, but you grabbed some of the
I grabbed
broken ones.
a broken needle.
Yeah, but are you gonna
with
keep
some
those, or are you
liquid.
gonna give those to Lucille?
I mean, they already have it. Like they
already
the,
have it. I'm gonna
So
keep
they
my
don't need.
needle.
Yeah, you know.
Okay, you keep your needle.
Also, like off to the side, just Lucille and Boswell. He's like, let me know what kind of debts the family has that is left over, since it'll be hard for them to carry on without him. Let me know, and I'll settle any
will
debts.
As he
We
says
will.
this, I'm gonna pat him on the back and be like, "We could have done it without Bozo." Is it Bozo? I actually forgot your name. Is it Bozo?
It's Boswell.
It's the boss.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say
We
we could
couldn't have done it without Bozo.
we could have done it without
Okay.
Bozbo here.
So then, with all the evidence handed in, Lucille looks at you and goes, "We really
All the
appreciate
evidence,
you guys for what you guys have done.
Anytime.
In the meantime, we will let you know, and we will be around whenever we need you again. But for now, continue on with what you wish." And with that, I need everyone to roll me a d6.
We should
Real quick, everybody. Anybody want to go for ice cream after this?
I got a hankering for Chinese, but the best place closed down about 20 years back or so. I got a 3.
6.
6.
Oh,
Two.
brother.
Okay. So,
Of course it would happen that way.
So, 6.
Yep.
6. 2 and 2.
And I got a 3.
3.
Oh, you got
Okay.
3 and 2.
So,
of the spirits in this
where do, since you two are brothers, where do you guys depart to?
We want to go to the hideout to plan
I
our
want to
next
go ice cream.
Okay, ice cream, and then we're gonna go rob the bank next
We have to
door.
also check on our dog.
Oh,
Okay.
wait, but it died, so we should get a new one.
No, it didn't die. We only been away for
They
like
should've
less
kept
than a
it
day.
back.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's go check in on
We
Chili.
just gotta go feed our dog.
So ice cream, and then we're gonna go check in on our dog Chili at our hideout.
Yes.
Okay.
Which
And probably chill there for a little while.
And then what do you guys do after that? You guys just crash?
well, you know-
Crash.
Alright.
Then we may or may not have more plans to more devious things in the
Yeah,
future.
we
Okay.
actually, I feel like we should use our We should go to a like some big corporation and get suits.
Also, I just want to make this clear. I successfully took silver and copper, and that is something illegal.
Okay.
Yeah,
We'll get to that.
Yeah,
hit that.
we're getting
Yeah,
ready
we
to
hit
get to
that.
all that. Hang on.
What is it? I was actually thinking I have forged paperwork. We could get in suits and go somewhere and try and scam them for money.
Okay.
Good.
So while you guys are doing that, I'm gonna move over to, because we'll say that we'll end your guys' story there.
Yeah.
You guys go
We did
back
fun
to your
things.
nefarious
Did
deeds.
Did this 6 mean anything?
No.
Just wait. Boswell, where do you go?
I go back to the venue at the Steel because it was a 2-night gig, and as I walk through the door, I just like start making my way towards like a couple of speaker boxes that are kind of like set together that would be a nice place to sit or whatever, and I climb up there and I sit and I just start playing my guitar.
Is Luther around?
I'm sure he comes up and sees me and visits with me.
He goes, would Boswell would there be any noticeable marks from like getting the necrotic looking hand touch your chest?
Sure, it would probably be kind of like seared and burnt up
Okay.
and whatnot.
Luther would look at that and he would go, "Oh my goodness, what in the world did you get yourself into today?"
Ain't nothing I couldn't handle, Luther.
Well, I know that. You're as strong as they come.
Well, thank you. I don't really feel like talking to Jerry right now, but if you wouldn't mind to pass on the message that I'd be willing to, and obviously, like, because we had the day off after tomorrow, we can just count this as our day off and we'll reschedule today's show for Thursday.
That sounds good. I always like riding with you, Boswell.
It's a good place to be. And so with that, I just sit there and I pluck my guitar.
Would Luther join you with his drums?
Nah, it's just like a little quiet, like me unwinding
Then
moment.
he would leave, and that's where we'll leave you. Steve,
What time is it?
it is evening on a Tuesday night.
Guess I'll go home see if my wife's there.
Well,
So you come home and open the door, and
I say, honey, I'm home.
oh, thank good. Can't do a British accent.
oh, thank goodness.
Blimey!
Blimey.
Oh, and I bring her.
Honey.
I bring her some of her favorite flowers. Too.
Oh, that's so. I appreciate that so much. You look like you've had a long day.
It has been.
Well, why don't we just
For the two kids.
call it a night?
Sounds good to me.
It's-
We'll sit on the couch and listen to some radio.
Okay. So after you guys wind down and listen to some radio,
Some stars and stripes.
she eventually looks at you and she goes, "I'm gonna head off to bed. You're gonna stay up, do whatever you want."
I'm going to bed too.
Okay. Well, as you get ready for bed, you hear a knock on the door. You hear a. Do you answer it?
Oh, I guess I'll peek through
You peek.
the peek hole.
There's nothing on the other side.
There's a window. Oh.
All right, I'm going to bed.
You're going to bed. Well, as you go to bed, you see. Do you usually keep the windows open?
Oh,
So you see this smoky like figure somehow, even though you keep all of the doors, don't open the door or don't open a window or don't do anything, it just gets in and it just starts to it like comes in from the door and it like kind of comes in through the jambs and it like just kind of the smoke comes up.
but
and
what about all the wards I have on around the house?
what wards?
Just
So
wards.
Now
It-
he's Doctor Strange and Steve Rogers.
It comes in. Doctor Strange's character, like the actual name is Steve, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stephen Strange.
Stephen Strange. So the smoke comes in, and you see it like kind of billows in the room, and eventually takes shape, but not in a corporeal form. It's like ghastly, and eventually you see these two eyes light up, and it looks at you, and it goes, "You know, eventually, you and your friends will be used for our purpose, but I'm not here to harm you yet. But eventually, you will know about me, and you will know the work that I will do to change this world into my image."
Does Peggy see this too?
No,
Oh, okay.
only you do. What do you say?
We're on to you.
Good night.
Good night.
Well, so give you a moment to think here, because this is something that I had meant to say, because I wrote down the name of it earlier and everything, because it gave me an idea whenever you were talking about the smashing of the hammer and the blue and stuff. While I'm unwinding and whatnot, like the music like carries on through the scenes. Like obviously I'm not there playing like in the same room or anything, but like cinematically it carries on through the scenes. Boswell McCall starts working on a new song called "Drawn to the Blue." While all this is going.
Oh my goodness.
So what do you say?
I'm going to say...
Smoky figure.
Repeat what he just said again.
You know, you and your friends will be used for my purpose. I'm not here to harm you yet, but eventually you'll learn how I'm going to shape the world in my image.
We're going to find you. We're going to put down your evil plans.
We will see soon enough, Mr. Steve Rogers. And that's where we're going to leave it.
Uh-huh.
As the smoky figure dissipates.
What does 6 mean?
All right. Let's work on our circle
Lumination
But
stuff.
what did this mean, the 6?
So
That was
to
for
say,
you guys to like.
Yeah. So the way I decided to end the session was whoever rolled the highest would be going home first. Whoever rolled the lowest would be going home last.
Okay.
And the going home last person, you got to see the ghosts.
What? I know for him...
Steve Rogers got to talk to this mysterious entity.
Ghost man.
Yeah.
I know I can
Who
say...
His name is
you-
Smokey.
You do not know about it.
Apparently a toxic fart.
I know for Bradley... I know that the Marley brothers,
seems
we
like
got
it,
all
doesn't
our stuff done.
Okay, so I know you took an illumination key, right? 'Cause-
So I completed all three. I
Okay.
think because one is assist in an interrogation, the other is play an instrument,
okay.
and the third is take a mark for someone.
All right, so you got all three, Steve.
I think I got them all, I think.
Use violence of action. Yep. Protect someone. Yep. Act tactically. Yep. I would say so.
Okay,
We
all
got-
three.
We got all ours in the
Looking
first 5
good.
minutes.
Looking good, Joker. Okay, Bob Marley.
Well, we
Not
made...
to be confused with the artist Bob Marley.
Well, we
Don't know if
stood
you
up
thought
to
about it or
authority pretty much the whole time.
Okay.
Do
Okay.
something illegal. We successfully stole the silver and copper.
Okay.
And then make a deal. We made a deal with the dude at the very beginning about working with them as opposed to stealing the bank.
I feel okay.
Wait.
I mean, it's kind of grasping at straws, I think.
Yeah.
But
Well, I feel like...
little graspy.
little graspy, but we'll count it. And
we
then
grasped at way more
Randall?
for
It
that
wasn't
last
doing
session.
something, stealing anything. It was doing something illegal.
and you also stole from the bandit
Yeah,
factory.
So do you
Yeah, we
Yes.
got, robbing the bank was
Don't do it
illegal,
just
so
yet.
that kind of just summed it up. But yeah, I got all three too, because we did everything
What
together.
are they?
Do something illegal. I mean, we
Okay.
robbed that bank or tried to, so that's illegal. Breaking and entering and
Okay.
taking the money outside. Oh, I shot at cops. Make a deal.
Did you shoot at cops?
Yeah, I shot my.
Technically,
don't
he
you
did
remember
not- he
that?
shot
for
once.
the cops.
Yeah,
he
I-
shot
shot
for the
once.
cops.
Did we
Yeah.
gonna count that?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Make a deal. We made a deal that we wouldn't go to jail.
I mean, if it's counting towards
We're
the
really grasping at straws. I
what?
feel
Why?
like.
For his?
I don't know.
For
Well-
shooting at the cops? It's not the only because it was. You're talking about doing something illegal, right?
Yeah.
The entire thing that he played was a felony.
Yeah,
that's
I
true.
would.
From
I
the
would.
word
true.
go.
Like, I tried to steal ice cream and.
You did steal ice cream from a little baby.
Okay,
Kid.
so
Yes, you did.
He's playing Grand Theft Auto while the rest of us are playing Candela.
12. Okay,
Make it.
so you guys get another circle ability.
Aha.
So-
Which one would you guys like to pick? We have stamina training.
Hold on, did you add in our circle stuff for
Oh no, the illumination quests and keys. Did you contain or destroy a source of bleed? That is a yes.
Yeah.
Did you provide comfort or support for those affected by a phenomena?
I mean, I gave But I shoved
Sort
bread.
of.
I
There
shoved bread
really
in their
wasn't
mouth.
anybody. Well, we tried.
The other two.
Yeah, I
guys.
tried with the other guys, and we kind of did. So yeah, I would say that
I'll
one
count it.
counts.
I fed them,
He did feed them,
That is
and
true.
I did try to keep them calm. So
I took them to safely.
Did you bring something of importance back for Candela to protect or study? Yes, you did. So you have 15, or you got 15, all 15 illumination keys.
That's crazy.
3, 3, 3, 3.
So the way I did circle advancement last time was we filled in that entire circle, and it got kind of tough at times. However, there are a couple of those circles that are made differently than the other circles that fill up that circle.
Okay.
So if you think that this is going to be at your GM discretion, if you think that we have earned a circle ability, then we will take a circle ability.
I'll say that you guys have earned a circle ability.
Okay.
You guys have earned 1 circle ability, even though technically, according to Illumination, you guys earned 2.
Does that mean so we have that one, the resource one, so we can
Yeah, you have resource management.
and that means we get another one, right?
Yeah, you guys get 1 more. So you get to choose between stamina, because we'll save one last run. That'll be the last one you guys get.
Yeah. Because you never want to take that right out the
No.
gate.
Because we're not ending this in 2 sessions.
No.
Stamina training, nobody left behind, in this together, and disciplinary. Stamina training is your circle has 3 gilded dice at the beginning of every assignment that everyone may add, a D or 1D to any roll once a die has been rolled and it is expended.
So it's just 3 communal die that we get to add to one.
Yeah, I think it's 3
Yes.
communal. It's not 3
Yeah.
each. I think it's 3
Yeah,
communal.
it's 3 communal.
Nobody left behind. When a member of your circle drops incapacitated from taking too many marks, any roll a player makes in the scene to protect them or get them out of danger has 1D. Or adds a D. Adds a D6. However you want to say it.
I like the first one more.
You going to read the
I'm
rest?
fine with taking the first one.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, first one.
So we have
'Cause protecting
resource
everybody is
management
nice,
and
but
stamina
everybody
training.
just-
So, who all wants to take...
We should have 5 of each of those. 5 stitches, 5 refreshes, and 5 trains.
5 that you can do?
Yeah, because there's 4 of us, and then
Yeah.
we get 1 extra block past the 4 of us.
Okay.
So we can each
So-
take 1 of each if we wanted to, but we also got to make these last,
Yeah.
essentially, because they don't refresh all the time.
Yeah, you guys didn't really get banged up yet.
The only thing
I
I,
took 2
expended was
bodies,
1
so
control.
You
I
took
do-
2 bodies?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because you got hit.
So I do.
You tripped and got hit by
I do want to take a stitch
That's
for
okay.
1 body.
Okay. So you took a stitch.
Dylan, you took a hit.
It was 1 body. That's okay.
Okay. You're going to leave it?
I want to.
Do you want to take a train to get your abilities back?
Is there one to get more abilities?
I do.
No, not yet.
I do
You
want
need
to
more
take
of
a.
these?
I
More of these.
meant more of these.
No.
I do want to take a train to
Okay.
get my focus back because that one I kind of need.
Okay, then I'll do that too.
Okay. So 2 trains.
I don't need to take anything.
You don't need to take anything?
Was there
So
anything
how
to
do
get
I
another
get
ability?
the stuff back?
Train to get your abilities
Yeah,
back.
you could take a train to get your control back, and
Control, strike, and move is what I lost this last match.
does it only give you 1, or does it give you more than 1? I think it only gave you 1.
For the resource management?
For the
Training.
resource management too. So we do get a little bit more for that, don't we?
You earn back 1 stitch, refresh, or train resource.
So technically, we have 6 that we could expend right here. So
Yes.
why don't you go ahead and use? So I used 1 train, so we still have 5
You
to
used,
use.
you
So
used 1 train and a stitch, and Dylan used 1
Alright.
train. So that was 3 used. We have 3 left.
I
I
don't
just
like
used
trains.
1.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're down to 2 left.
Yeah.
I wonder if the mic can hear that my stomach is true.
No.
I can't even hear it.
Okay.
Am I able to use one to get more rolls here?
Do you want this die?
Sure. Thanks.
Eat it.
get more of these?
Go ahead and give him 1 more train,
Okay.
and
So
so
we've
you
used-
put it in your move or your strike,
So we've used 3 trains.
and we'll work on a way to
Okay.
get you a little bit
Okay.
more
What about you,
at the
Noah?
next one.
I don't need to take anything. I only use one control,
Okay. So
I'm fine.
you're good? Alright. Everyone have all the equipment they got from the session? They have it wrote down?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
I will leave you all in control of that. And I trust that you all will manage that.
Indeed, we
Missions.
shall.
And that's our session.
All right.
Yippity skippity.
See you next time.
Bye.